the fail clowns down.
Fail clowns.
And Bo is getting better every single week.
I don't understand.
And Sean Payton, what did he have? He had that in Drew Brees, one of the great processors of information, one of the all-time great processors. One of the great drivers of a car is Drew Brees. Drew Brees, believe me, you know, like when you sit down in an airplane and the pilot comes out to use the restroom and you get that little look in the cockpit and you see a million different dials and you think to yourself, there's no way in hell they know how every one of those things works. There's no way in hell.
You are now free to move
unless you're the great processor. Drew Brees would. Tom Brady would. Sean Payton wants guys like that. I'm not comparing Bo Nix to them. I'm just saying he made that so clear in that interview, and I loved it when he compared him to, I don't know what all these, I mean, I have a car. I have a pretty exotic car. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know more than 10% of what that car can do. I don't know it more than, they drop the car off, and then they have some customer service rep sit in the passenger seat and take you through the car, you know, maybe in a half hour. I retained maybe 10% of that. So when the boys come home, they know nothing about the car, but they can sit in the driver's seat, and they already know more about my car than I do. Hey, Pop, why don't you put it in sport mode? Hey, Pop, listen to this. Hey, Pop, why don't you do this? I'm like Sean Payton. I know where the seat warmer is. I know where the station is. I know where my Bluetooth is. I mean, I'm operating at maybe 10% efficiency. In other words, I'm not Bo Nix.
Buttons.
Yeah, I'm like Sean. Dude, we're old heads. We don't know.
Available. Heat warmers, seat warmers. I have no idea where my seat warmer is.
Oh, I do. I know where that is.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I'm a soft Cali. Why do you care, Rome, where your seat warmer is? Because it's my favorite thing in the car? Oh, I know. That's one thing I do know. I know exactly where the seat warmer is. Love that. Let's see here. Really quickly. Don't forget, the After Hour, Richard Sherman is joining us. We don't do that very often. We'll do a guest a week at most. We had Dan Orlovsky, who was awesome. Sherm, I know, will be awesome. So look for that. Do you have a Samsung? If you have a Samsung and you have Samsung TV Plus, you have the After Hour. If you have Amazon Prime Video, you have the After Hour. If you have a Vizio TV, you have the After Hour. If you have an LG TV, you have it. If you have DirecTV and the stream, you have it. And if you don't have any of those things, download the Plex app. Not only the After Hour, but all 3 hours prior to the After Hour. But if you want the After Hour, you have to do that. Man, what a day. What a wild day. And you got the Harbaugh Bowl coming up again. Chargers v. Ravens next Monday night. That should be really interesting. Ravens flock. A win over the Chargers, and if you do it emphatically, probably gets you back on path, and everybody just settles down. But if Jim does John, and the Bullets do the Ravens, and it could happen, then you got a real reason to freak out. That's a 3-point game. Early line, 3 points. Hey, Head, pick that game. I know you, Head. You want to pick winnable games. I want that to be one of your 5. Well, actually, it's Monday night, right? You got no choice, Head. You got to pick that game. All right, my thanks to our guests. My thanks to the XR4 Ti. My thanks, I got it, Head. My thanks to you clones for making the show the biggest topic on the show and voting on what to do about the animal. We're not posting the pic. And we've got the After Hour coming up next. I'll be one more thing on the way out the door. Huge call brought to you by Grainger. For the ones get it done, Grainger is offering supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call or click Grainger.com or stop on by. Clones, listen up. Not all beef jerky is the same. In fact, there are major differences in quality from one brand to the next. Old Trapper is a better way to snack, chock full of good protein to satisfy your manliest hunger cravings. Every bite is better for you and higher in essential protein than chips, sugar-filled energy bars, and candy. Old Trapper in the Clearview bag is the world's finest jerky, made with only the best ingredients. So ask for Old Trapper by name because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Peter, hot head, let's bring the nail gun over here.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
But floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's back. The Pirate Radio Treasure Chest is back. The chest is loaded with fabulous prizes from our fantastic sponsors. Visit PR927FM.com for more information about the treasure chest.
Santa's coming to town! Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
It's going to be a December to remember. Happy holidays from Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Opportunities await for all students in Pitt County schools. We open doors by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the 2024-25 school year, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and solutions those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Well, I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
Don't give me that homer. You know that. No.
Hey! If I keep him any longer, I might get the gangrene.
My God!
Sports are great.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports.
In my neighborhood, clip means something else.
It was a two-question question.
I am football man!
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
I guess I'm going to go home and blow some smoke. I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Whoa, welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM. In Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can come hang out with us on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Man, we got a lot going on Pirate Radio TV. This show, the Brian Bailey Show, the Holt Naylor Show, the Danny Beal Show, the Greg Hudson Show, and interviews with Blake Harrell and John David Baker from Monday. We'll have player interviews up shortly, as well as recap from ECU basketball over the weekend, if you want to hear from Mike Schwartz and RJ Felton. Pirates hitting the road for the Boardwalk Battle Classic Tournament Invitational. I'll get the correct wording on that here in a moment. But ECU away from Minges Coliseum, coming off a win over George Mason. So we'll talk some Pirate Hoops on today's program with Seymour, color analyst on ESPN Plus. He will join us to recap George Mason and look at the field that ECU will face, starting with Jacksonville State on Thursday. I don't have Baller TV, whatever that is, so we'll be following along. Coming up this Thursday, I guess, is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday? We'll get the schedule and the teams in it in just a moment, as the man to my left is looking at all the details right now. Also coming up on today's show, some more basketball talk in hour number 2 with Darrick Mullins, head basketball coach out at Pitt Community College. He'll join us here in the Pirate Radio studios to talk about the Bulldogs. Got a little baseball talk in hour 2 as well. The Mully man will join us, as will John McCormick from the Greenville Yard Gnomes. And we'll let you know what's going to be happening with the Yard Gnomes in 2025. And get to know John McCormick, who may or may not have been on Pirate Radio before, but he was an East Carolina student, heavily involved in media there. I believe he was Jeff Charles' spotter as well for ECU football, and also worked with the Wood Ducks. So we'll talk to John and the Mully Man coming up in hour 2. Hour 3, Bryce Williams will join us to talk some Pirate football. ECU is going bowling. Bryce is fired up about that. We'll ask him about the coaching vacancy. Should Blake Harrell fill that vacancy? We will continue to talk about that on today's program. All that, Fleet Feet Rundown, and more coming up on today's show. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got Brett in the house today. Brett's name came up on the 5th quarter. Atticus still wants a letter. We need to figure out what we're going to do about this letter, so we'll talk about that on today's program. Also, left side.
Strong side.
Chandler Honeycutt is here. Hello, Sean.
Hey, Clipper. How are you?
I'm doing great. Zach is not here. I guess he's still at, he's got football practice today.
I saw that video.
Why is intern Zach at ECU football practice? Is he a walk-on? I know he's an athlete, cross-country runner.
Yeah, I think he's trying out for Waterboy.
He'd be a good one.
He would. He'd be very supportive.
I like an athletic water boy. Chandler, I was deleting some pictures that I had for sports trivia, clearing out my desktop.
Oh, look at this one.
And I pulled up the old portal list. So at the end of last year, I started putting together a portal list master sheet of East Carolina players that transferred. And there are some that aren't on this list. But this is a pretty good list of guys who left the program. And I was going to ask, what Pirate would you like to add right now that entered the portal?
And honestly, I don't know how these guys have even done this year. I have not kept up with them. But I'll list off some names. Would you like Mason Garcia to return right now?
No.
Okay. How about Pop McKay?
I was beginning to be a big Pop McKay fan, but I think our running back room is just fine, especially with the addition of London Montgomery.
How about wide receiver Zion Agnew?
I don't even know who that is. I don't remember him.
Did Shane Calhoun transfer after last season?
Yes.
Would you like him back right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So Shane Calhoun's you can only pick one. So Calhoun right now
maybe
is the only name you've said so far.
Yeah.
Offensive linemen Isaiah Foote, Grant Copeland, Elijah Samples, Omari Allen, Richard Pierce. I always wanted Foote to be good because of Scott, our Maryland guy.
Right.
That chimes in.
He started, I want to say, Holton's senior year and then kind of fell off the face of the earth there. Lost his starting job, and then we didn't see him much. Don't even know where he went. But, no, I'm good with the offensive line. They've done a pretty solid job this year.
Name redacted. Sent me a text. He's a day behind listening to the show.
He always
has an issue with something I said yesterday. I'll ask Brett about it because he wasn't here yesterday. All right, other names on the list. A couple guys that could probably help: Jason Shuford and Xavier McIver.
Xavier McIver, yeah.
Linebacker Trevon Hayes, Jamari Young, Taylor Jackson.
Taylor Jackson was my guy.
Taylor Jackson, who we saw earlier this year at Liberty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Ra Dilworth.
North Carolina transfer.
DBs, Tegan Wilk.
Tegan.
Drew Dodder, Ty Moss.
Shout out Whiteville.
Somehow we lost 3 kickers: Carson Smith, Ryan Capriotti, and Lath Margin. And a punter, David Chapeau. And a couple of long snappers for Debo Samuel to beat up Brock Winstead and Kobe Garfield. So what name would you want back right now?
Out of everybody that we mentioned, he's not on the list, but we mentioned his name, Shane Calhoun. Probably, and Omar Rogers has done a great job at the safety position, but like Tegan Wilk, I feel like would have been.
He feels like the standout.
Yeah.
There.
Had a lot of experience here. Seems like a leader on that side of the ball. Hard-hitting tackler. And just seemed like he was all over the field. So I think Tegan Wilk would be that guy for me.
All right, name redacted. And this is good. This is a good discussion. I think it went on for maybe even too long yesterday, but I like these football discussions. So I'll ask Brett. So did you watch ECU the other night? Thursday night?
He didn't even know we were playing.
That's right. So you found out we were playing, and then you watched the game.
I did tune in.
All right, Rajay scores touchdown number 2 of the night, kind of late in the 4th. East Carolina takes a 5-point lead. They go for 2 in that situation to go from 5 to 7.
That situation.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
That situation.
In that situation.
Was it country?
No, it's just when you said that situation, I thought of the soundbite. And that you don't foul in that situation.
What's the question?
Would you go for 1 to make it 6 or 2 to make it 7?
I would do 2 to make it 7.
Okay.
Well, because you got to know that your defense could give up the long drive for a touchdown.
Right.
And then all they need is the extra point, and they did drive all the way down the field.
Yeah.
We did get the stop, but if they scored that touchdown and we only were up 6, we were going to lose.
All right, so you go for 2. Name redacted.
Either way, you have to give up the touchdown.
Name redacted said, Cliff, you've been watching football for how long, and you've never seen a team go for 2 to make it a 7-point game? We need to have a serious conversation. Listening to some of yesterday's show, it happens all the time.
Well, what does 1 really do?
You're not a football guy.
1 makes it.
This thing is getting serious, man.
We're going for 2, man. It's getting serious.
I can see it on your face. 1 makes it a 6-point game, so if a team does score and score a touchdown, you still have the chance that a college kicker could screw up and miss the extra point. Whereas if you don't get the 2, you're only up 5 there. and the touchdown beat you.
Can see the argument for it, but
Yeah.
either way, you still have to give up that touchdown.
I like, Holton's explanation was good enough for me, honestly, where he said, what's more likely, your offense getting a 2-point conversion or your special teams blocking the extra point? And it's more likely you get the 2-point conversion.
Yes.
So that's fine. Okay. I'm both sides guy, man. I see things from both sides.
That's how you should be, and that's how everybody should be.
I don't want I think, and I like what Brett said. I see the argument. Thank you, Brett.
A terrible play call in that game, not for us, but for Tulsa, was that last play, the jet sweep. You can't be going side to side.
Yeah.
Talked to IBM today and got his. He took us through that play because he was the guy that got the stop for the Pirates.
What'd he say?
What'd he say? He said he was ready for that situation.
Foul.
Tackle.
Shirley.
Oh, no.
On the inbound player. They do kind of late. All right, foul.
Oh,
you are kidding me. We're in overtime. A wild three-point shot. That is unreal. That's why you foul in that situation. Goodness me.
That's why you foul.
Goodness me.
Brett's a football guy. Wants to go for 2 there. Also said terrible play call. Here's what Holton Naylor said as he watched it live on Thursday night.
No. Terrible play. No. Let's go, boys. What you think, Holt? That's a terrible play call. Bowling, baby. Bowling, baby.
Terrible play call.
That's a terrible play call,
he says. You know how Brett's so fired up? The same reason all dumb Giants fans are. Because Tommy DeVito's coming in.
Italian Americans are back on top.
Hairy chests are back.
How you doing?
Sub sandwiches. What do you call subs?
A hoagie?
Heroes. Hoagies.
A sandwich.
Sandwich.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
That's right, Daquan. Let's check in with Chat Gang real quick. Jerry says hello. Tells folks to smash the like. Appreciate that. Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Happy Tuesday to you. Jamie's in the house. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
We'll get to that comment in a moment, Jamie. Alex says, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Wilk isn't playing much. Hey, that's good enough for me. It's the kind of information we pass along here. I could be wrong, but PJ says, hey. Who says we make the extra point? Just missed the last one. I hate it. Who says you get the 2? Who says... What's more likely, getting a 2 or an extra point?
Extra point.
Thank you. Will you tell that to PJ?
Hey, PJ, you're more likely to get the extra point than the 2-point conversion. But we didn't get it last time.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
Sorry, PJ.
Sorry, PJ. PJ, please accept my apology.
Yeah, sorry, PJ. I don't want PJ mad at me.
PJ, whatever you said, you're right. What did you say? Who says we make the extra point kick? Just missed the last one. You're exactly right, PJ. Great point. Thank you for bringing that to this program. Pike liked on Facebook and YouTube. Also adds, Chan is the man.
Thanks, Pike.
That's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice thing to say. All right, Jamie says, old Biff is on the market and his checkbook. I cannot believe that didn't work out. Who would have thought? Who could have saw that coming?
Yeah.
Biff Poggi didn't work out in Charlotte?
Was this his second year?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
And if you look at his resume, his highlights, kicking ECU's ass twice.
He is our daddy.
We will never beat Biff.
I know.
We will go our entire lives without beating Biff.
Like
and
when
you say, Clip, though, he might get another job. That guy is not getting another head coaching job. And none in a position where he could play East Carolina.
When he gets older, people are going to be like, what was it like playing East Carolina at Charlotte? He's going to go. It was special.
You love pulling out that Vince McMahon.
It was special. 2-0 against the Pirates, and that is exactly the record he will have.
I think I might have just made a mistake, though.
How do you feel about? Did you guys see this? What do you?
Let me say something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, we do have Campbell and NC Central on our future schedule. I could see Biff landing in one of those spots. All right, go ahead.
How do you guys feel about this? I don't know if y'all saw, but he showed up to practice.
Practice?
I did see that. And they all like
And
ran
it was
over
like
to
the
him.
Rudy moment. If you watch Rudy where he shows up to practice and everybody starts clapping and then goes around him, like runs to him.
I think that's a reason why we should be careful about hiring Blake Harrell. Because that just goes to prove no matter how bad your coach is, the players are going to want him and love him.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Right.
I don't know. That's whatever he wants to do. Players still love him. Now, how does Charlotte feel about that? How does the AD feel about it? Like, dude, you're fired. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
What are you doing? You don't belong here. They should have had him arrested. They should have had him tased and arrested.
That's like showing up to the lunch break at the office after you got fired.
Yeah, what if I get fired?
Like, I'm here.
From Pirate
What's
Radio
for
Live,
lunch?
and I just come in and sit down.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Are you coming to the staff meeting on Monday?
I will not be coming to that if I get fired. But I like doing the show. Yeah, that was strange. By the way, Mike Houston.
Something strange. When he walked on the football field, Wes Hines was there, and he said this. Wes Hines said, "Something strange.
There's something strange here."
Hey.
Honky check. Red, honky, honky.
Biff Poggi's here.
There's something fat here.
I have no idea.
Mike Houston commented on East Carolina's bowl eligibility.
I saw that.
I think that's cool, like from afar, social media. But like showing up, if Mike Houston showed up to practice today, that would be weird.
That would be very awkward.
Yeah.
Very awkward. Especially like a month after he'd been fired. But like this was like a month after he got fired. He's like, "What's up, boy? How we doing? How we doing?
How's everybody doing?
How's everybody doing?" But like this was what, a day after? Was he fired last night, yesterday, whatever? So
yeah, it was like right after our show.
Maybe he was in the middle of like packing his stuff up and was like, "Hey, it's practice right now. I'm gonna go see the guys."
Completely stopped practice.
Yeah, that too.
They're trying to get better. He just ruined it.
They're in the middle of drills. He had to go pick up all the sleeves he cut off his shirts. There was just a huge pile in the closet.
Coach Poggi, here's your box of sleeves.
I want all my players to wear these sleeves on their heads this weekend. Wear them like headbands. What if they come out and do like Michigan did with Harbaugh and do all that crap? By the way, Michigan hired the interim guy. How's that working out?
Not good.
No.
Not good, bub.
Yep.
You talk about the crier?
Yeah.
He cried last year. Man, this was for Harbaugh. This was for Jim.
I'm gonna be the coach next year, and I'm not gonna have any.
Oh God!
I'm not gonna have any quarterbacks. Jerry says Mike Houston beat ECU when he was at JMU. Biff beat ECU when he was in Charlotte. Maybe hire Biff here.
No.
Dude.
Oh, he got it!
That would be like the ultimate spot. How would I interview Biff after all has been said?
He would be a great guest on this
Yeah.
show.
I would have to dress up as Biff.
He would just always
talking about you grew up here a little bit. Talk about
Would you ask him a two-question question?
Yeah. He would definitely move his coach's show to Sup Dogs.
Oh yeah, he went there, right?
He loves Sup Dogs.
Graham is saying, so are you saying we should not hire based on emotions, Cliff? I'm not saying that.
You just got to be cautious with the emotional hires.
I mean,
but if he's 6-0, that's different.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying, Graham. I'm saying I'm glad I don't have to make the decision. It's a tough decision. But we have just gone over in the past that sometimes the interim works, sometimes it doesn't. There's no right or wrong answer until you find out 3-4 years down the road. Like at the time, I thought Mike Houston was a home run hire. I did not think Scotty Montgomery was.
Just trying to think of famous interim coaches that became, like Dabo Sweeney took over for Tommy Bowden. Really,
Steve Logan was not an interim coach, but he was an inside hire.
Right. And then
without head coaching experience, right?
Lincoln at Oklahoma when Stoops left.
Lincoln was the coach in waiting.
Yeah.
They didn't go outside the family. Chandler, if you could have one coach right now, realistically, who would it be? Out of all the names you've heard.
I'm not going to say Blake Harrell. I would have to go.
Disrespect to Blake Harrell.
I won't.
Chandler does not like Blake Harrell.
No, I don't say that. Because that is absolutely not true.
But you don't want him as
No.
Well, I just asked you who you wanted.
I mean,
and you said not Blake Harrell.
I want Blake Harrell, but outside of Blake Harrell.
No, you get to pick one guy. We don't get two coaches.
That would be cool.
So it's not Blake Harrell.
Blake Harrell. Blake Harrell. I just want to.
Kevin Sumlin?
I mean, Dan Mullen.
Whoa.
Is he realistic?
I don't know. Relax, because that guy might hear you.
Who's that guy?
The guy from, were you here?
That guy might hear you. What?
Were you not here? The guy,
was it fifth quarter?
Oh, no. It was during the game the other night. Some guy, Brett, something. Jared said I started going hard at him because he thought it was intern Brett. But no, it was a guy named Rhett, maybe, from, I guess, Emporium. When he came to drop off food, he was like, yeah, you guys went pretty hard at me the other day. So what are you talking about? He's the guy that, like, brought up, like, we don't want Dan Mullins' sorry ass here. And then I read his record. And
SEC
anyway.
Coach of the Year in 2014. Is he realistic? Is that a realistic candidate? Dan Mullen.
I'd say, yeah, he's available.
For the right price.
But, hey, everybody's available for the right price. All right, let's take a break. Got to talk to Seymour. Graham says, when was the last time we hired a former Division I head coach?
Skip,
but I think UConn might have been FCS when he was the head coach. So I don't think Skip. So I do not know the answer to that. Unless UConn was FBS when we hired Skip Holtz. When we return, does Cy Seymour have a candidate? And we'll talk some Pirate basketball. More to go, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BUD-ENT phone or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
As fall approaches, our entire inventory transforms in an amazing array of color and texture. Fall feels good, so here's your opportunity to look good as well. I'm Rhonda Lyons with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. We are ready to help you with all your clothing needs. Special occasion, dress or casual, we have you covered. We are stocked with Barber outerwear, shoes, and accessories for both men and women. A quality line made to be handed down to the next generation. We are serious about what you wear, and we'll prove it at Russell's in downtown Washington.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
From the belt, here's the delivery.
Pirate Radio, the station that always delivers.
Fine, and lapping it up faster than we can deliver.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And Caleb Stroud of Stroud's Marine grew up on the water and has loved boating his entire life, and that's why in 2012 he decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. Their mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley, can you give Cy Seymour a call?
I sure can.
Por favor. So we can talk about the Boardwalk Battle coming up. East Carolina will take on Jacksonville State. Ah, man, it says 3:30. But I just realized there's an 11 a.m. game, a 1 o'clock game. That game is going to start at 3:30. That's going to be well after 3:30, I would think, unless we got two different courts going. But it all gets underway on Thursday. James Madison and Illinois Chicago at 11 a.m. LaSalle and UC San Diego at 1 o'clock-ish. East Carolina and Jacksonville State will play after that, and then the finale
on day one will be Toledo and Stetson. And we actually played Toledo in one of these MTEs. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I don't recall, but I remember playing Toledo, and it ended up being a pretty quality win for East Carolina because Toledo ended up having a pretty good year. But we'll talk to Cy Seymour about that momentarily. ECU football, nothing really new today. We were able to talk to a couple of players, so we'll hear that. In fact, Shirley, while we wait to get on Cy, can we hear a little bit of Blake Harrell from yesterday? And we'll talk a little football before we can get Cy here on the phone.
Great to finally be back on a normal game week. Sunday to a Saturday instead of a Thursday to a Thursday, or 12 days off, or scrambling on the 6th day when you find out you're taking over. But it's great to be back in this situation and play another game in the American Conference. Got a lot of momentum going. Last Thursday night was great to get a win on the road at Tulsa. And anytime you can go on the road in this conference and win a football game, you feel really good about it. And, the way we won the game, you can say, hey, we didn't play our best football, and we did not. We can play much better. But the way our kids responded in the fourth quarter and got down, never flinched, never batted an eye, and the way they go about their business offensively, tying the game up, missed extra point. We could have shut it down right there, and then we get a 3 and out, get the ball back to the offense and go right down the field, convert some fourth downs. And Raji pops a big one to stick in the end zone there, was huge, and take the 2-point conversion, go up 38-31, and then they drive it down, get it inside the 5 there, and then get 4 down stop inside the 5 to win the game. Which just speaks a lot of volume of our young men and what they're about, what they've accomplished. And I said this is not the way you want to win, but to win a game like that will go a long ways down the road for us. So just really proud of those guys and the way come out of there with a victory and get the 6th win. Obviously, that's not the goal of this program, but to be bowl eligible and get that out of the way early. And now it's all about going and getting the win number 7 and being 1-0 this week. And I told our guys, we got to have that same mindset this week as we had all the last 3 weeks, last 4 weeks, I guess, is win every single day. Today we got to win our academics. Tomorrow we got to win on the practice field, and so forth every single day this week. And really focus on the process and not the outcome of every single day. And if we'll do that, we'll give ourselves a chance to win a ball game on Saturday.
There is Blake Harrell from yesterday talking about the Pirates' win over Tulsa. Similar occurrence on the basketball court on Saturday, where the Pirates wasn't necessarily the prettiest of wins, but a gutsy performance by both ECU football and basketball Thursday and Saturday. And we'll talk about the basketball win now. Joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line, color analyst on ESPN Plus for ECU home basketball games, Cy Seymour joins us. Cy, how you doing today, man?
Good, doing fine, man. I'm really excited about the start of basketball and excited about the ECU football team, how they've done and how they've turned it around. Give credit to the players and the coaching staff and the fans. Nice job by ECU in football, and wish them the best of luck when they go on the road against North Texas.
I'm asking everyone's opinion, Cy. I'll ask you, what do you think about Blake Harrell, and do you go ahead and remove the interim tag from him, or do you see what else is out there as far as a head coach goes? You got an opinion on that?
The key is either way. You have got to he's got to be seriously considered for this job. He's done a tremendous job, and but that all gets down to, do you finish strong? How do you do in the bowl? Things like that. So he certainly has done a good job and deserves to be interviewed.
Yeah.
Then it gets down to how it goes. But can't do anything but thank him for what he's done and wish him the best of luck the rest of the year.
Got a guy that has interim in his resume a couple of times, I think, Michael Perry, back on the ECU sidelines as an assistant coach, and he was there, as well as Mike Schwartz and some happy Pirate fans on Saturday as East Carolina knocked off George Mason. And where to even start with that one? It reminded me, I had some flashbacks during that game and in overtime with all the free throws and kind of a gritty, gutsy win of some Bill Harrion games in Minges, where just tight ball games, kind of low scoring. And whoever, was going to fight the hardest at the end won. And we had R.J. Felton, and they didn't. And R.J. and the Pirates got it done 27. He was cramping up, played 46 minutes in the game. And man, the Pirates gut one out on Saturday. Side that was, again, it wasn't the prettiest game to watch from a shooting standpoint, but man, that was a lot of fun in Minji's on Saturday.
No doubt about it. And you to win, if you've got guys down the stretch that can really play and you can go to them, he's one of them. I mean, he is special. And I look at what he does and how well he does it. It is really hard to beat how he plays. And then the other part of it is this. When you look at what he's done on the floor, I just think about free throw shooting with your guards. He's one of those guys that on the year that he's 18 for 20 from the line or 19 for 20 or something like that. Anyway, it might be 20 for 22 on the year, and your other guard with him is doing the same thing. People don't understand. Cam Hayes is 9 for 9. He's had to miss this year. So your guards, that they're getting fouled at the end of a game, one of them shooting 100% and the other one's 20 for 22.
Yeah.
That's what you're running into here. When you get that at the end of the game, that's important. But what he did the other night, he had 5 offensive rebounds. Talking about R.J. Felton. 2 of them were on missed free throws in which you're in the middle lane. You're in the middle lane. And you shouldn't get that guy rebound over 6'9" guys. He did that twice. That's just crazy. I mean, and he can get up above anybody in the crowd. He is. If you haven't seen him play out there, if you're you got to come out and watch R.J. Felton play.
Side, I said it on social media this weekend. I tried to mention it several times yesterday that in this era of college athletics, a lot of people are turned off by it. A lot of people don't like what's going on. But when you got guys like Rajay Harris on the football field and R.J. Felton on the court, it does feel kind of old school. Guys that stuck it out, guys that really appreciate the name across their chest they're playing for, and fan favorites as well. And we saw it Thursday night with Rajay running the ball, and we saw it late in the game, all game, but late in the game with RJ, who just kind of wheeled his team to victory on Saturday.
Right now in the American, which and you and I both know, Memphis, Temple, UAB, all those teams, R.J. Felton's 3rd in the league in scoring, but not only that, he's 4th in the league in rebounding.
Wow.
Jay Walker is 2nd in the league in rebounding and 9th in scoring. And, of course, Jordan Riley is 15th in scoring. So this team has quality players in the top 5 or 6, and you have potential in the other guys. They need help, but got to get there.
Potential side, and we saw some of it come out on Saturday with Jay Shane Woodard. I loved what I saw from him. We talked about the offense and him hitting 3 3-pointers. That was the team high on Saturday. 7 rebounds, 5 steals. He's just so long and athletic. He can do a lot of things. So just love his game, and glad to see as the season goes on, Mike Schwartz will put more and more trust in him. But he played 42 minutes the other day, Si. They already trust him.
That's what I'm saying. You had 4 guys that played over 40 minutes, and RJ played 46. Riley played 43. Walker, God bless him, played 44, and Woodard played 42. Now, and that in a 40, double overtime, and they stayed with it and finished. What a great job by those kids. And look, Cam Hayes played 37 minutes. Nobody got a break. But always think about this, Clip. When you talk about that, think about a guard. A guard's going to run from foul line to foul line or top of the key to top of the key. Those big guys, C.J. Walker had to run 94 feet every time he played.
Yeah. And, man, Mason was big too, Si. He had to guard some big fellas.
Well, Mason is a top 100 program. Now, people don't understand there's 360 teams in Division I basketball. Football only has 130 teams, 134 teams. Basketball has 360, all of them quality. I mean, there's very few nights off in basketball. You just beat a top 100 team, which you may beat a team that's really in the top 35 or 30 teams in the country. When you're in 30 percentile in the country, 30th percentile. That's unbelievable. That's a big time. When you get in the top 100 in basketball, they're going to take 68 teams. You're in. You can beat anybody when you beat a team like George Mason. George Mason is a quality, like you said, 6'9", 6'9". Your guards are from two. One was all ACC as a freshman in the all tournament team, Maddox. He's a player. He is not from Virginia Tech. The other guard's from Auburn. Then they bring in a guy, 6'9", swing guy, that's from Syracuse. The two bigs inside, Sienna and others, they're all great players. And what did ECU? Went toe-to-toe and beat a good and well-coached team. You got to give credit to ECU staff for having those kids ready to play, and also those players. They did a good job. But I'm like you, Clip. Give the spectators credit. That had an atmosphere of the Bill Herring years.
Man.
That's the same thing.
At Si, we were just waiting if they could have finished one fast break. They just really struggled on the fast break, or they could have hit one of those threes they missed. I mean, the place was ready to explode, but they made enough plays, and credit to the fans. Mike Schwartz was waving his arms for people to get into it, and man, that's when it gets fun. Down the stretch, a loud Minges, and again, just a fun night Saturday.
I'm just like you. It's funny that you mentioned Bill Herring. He is on the sideline for a team that's just started in Division I basketball. They were on ESPN Plus the other day.
Who's that?
And I don't even know. I can't even remember the name of it.
I'll look it up.
Listen, they were in a little tournament at Robert Morris. They were tournament at Robert Morris in Pittsburgh. We had played up at Pittsburgh when Bill was there. Well, anyway, I texted him. I said, Bill, good to see you still on the sidelines. After the game, he said, man, Si, it's good to hear from you. It was crazy. He said, man, Si, good to hear from you. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're still doing the basketball games. Bill he's going to stay on a basketball court forever.
As Jeff Charles would say, he's a lifer, Si.
He's a lifer. Yeah. And listen.
He's at Stonehill, by the way, assistant coach at Stonehill.
Stonehill, which is a new Division I school, and he said to me, I don't have to go on the road recruit. All I do is coach the defense 100% the whole time. And he's given everything he's got.
Oh man!
But it was that type of excitement in the Coliseum the other day. And if you haven't seen these guys play, you're missing a real treat, because they are giving everything. Now they've got their hand full. Jacksonville State will be hard. That's one of the first games I ever worked. We went and played them down in Alabama. This is a school in Alabama. It's a very good school. And let's see, we lost down there, and it was a well-coached ball club, and they beat us. And that's what you run into when you play teams like. And you know who the coach was at that time?
Who's that?
You're gonna love this. He was a young man from Maryland that played so good. It was Mark Turgeon.
Oh yeah.
He was the head coach. That was his first head coaching job. He was an assistant at Kansas where he played, and he moved over to them after his assistant job. And that's so you can understand that's a pretty good basketball school. That's where he went.
Yeah.
And then he took the University of Maryland job.
One more quick thing before we move on, side. Do we have confirmation on the first media timeout of the game the other night? So Mike Schwartz is yelling and pointing down at the Mason sideline. They're going back and forth, and I don't recall ever seeing the referees blow the whistle, stop the game, and there's no foul, no technical foul, no nothing. They just go right to a media timeout, and the refs talk to the coaches. Do we know what was going on there?
Oh yeah. First of all, well officiated ball game. The crew was really good, and we said that on the air. This is a good crew. They're a veteran crew, and they will do a good job. So they come over. It was Carry On and Lennox and Burdett. These are three good officials. Carry On, they don't get intimidated. They've been in it forever, and when they walk in the gym, you know you've got a good group. Well, what happens is Lennox comes over and he says, here's what we've got. Allegedly, one of the players was yelling at the players on the other team while he was waiting to come in, one of our kids.
Yeah.
And allegedly, their coach blew him out and said, leave our players alone. Okay?
Oh, okay.
But other sources said our guy, and listen, let me just tell you, it was Julian Seymour.
Yeah.
He's going to be a coach. He wasn't yelling at them, but the coach thought he was. He's yelling, get back, get back, get back, get to your spot. You know, he's coaching before he goes into game. The game's still going on.
Yeah.
Well, their coach, Tony Skinn thinks it's him. He thinks he's yelling at players. Mike Schwartz flew out of that and said, hey, don't yell at my guys.
Yeah.
Don't you yell at my players. And everything settled down. Great job of officiating.
Right.
They just go over and say, let's settle down here, guys.
Yeah.
Let's settle down.
And it was a chippy game, but you're right, Si. Nothing ever got out of control or anything. It was good.
Well officiated, well coached by both teams, and well played by those teams.
Yeah. Again, fun day in Minges, and ready for them to be back home, but we're going to have to wait a little while because they are off to Florida. It is the Boardwalk Battle. It'll be East Carolina and Jacksonville State playing Game 3 on Thursday. Again, first game, 11 a.m., James Madison, Illinois, Chicago. After that, LaSalle and UC San Diego. Then it's East Carolina, Jacksonville State. The finale, Toledo and Stetson. So, Si, what do you think about this field? Before you came on, I was remembering we played Toledo in one of these deals. Was it last year or 2 years ago? And we beat them and turned out to be a good win for the Pirates.
First year. Yeah, Mike's first year.
Yeah.
Because I remember going to Toledo with Ricky Stokes up there. What a great facility and atmosphere, and they beat us pretty good in Toledo. And that Mid-American Conference is so underrated and always good. They beat ECU up there. Then you come down here and you got them, and I'm thinking the same thing you are. 2 years ago, I'm thinking, Toledo, that's a hard first game. And ECU beat them, and that was a statement game. Well, he's in the same kind of tournament. Teams that are very good and well coached, and you want to come out of there, if you can, 3 would be great, but 2 would be wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard, but this team has got the quality and the coaching and everything else to go with it. Let's hope they play well down there.
Do we got what do we know about Travion LeBeau, Si?
I hadn't heard any more. He should be ready to go.
Because I didn't realize, I watched every minute of the game Saturday from my seat, and didn't realize until Jarrett said yesterday on the show that we only played 8 guys. He talked about it earlier, all the minutes.
Exactly.
Only 8 players played in a double overtime game. So you just don't see that a lot. So we got Jacksonville State, and then we'll take on either Toledo or Stetson after that. And then the Pirates will be back home against NCA&T on the 29th. UNCW after that. That's a fun little stretch there with UNCW and South Carolina. Looking forward to seeing what the Seahawks do at Kansas tonight, Si.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that'll be Joe Dooley will be on the floor down there.
Yeah.
I texted Joe after they beat Chapel Hill. I said, "Great win, Joe." And Joe said, typical Joe. Just high-strung, great coach, just a really good coach. He said, "We can't guard anybody." You just beat Carolina. I said, "Carolina's got a great program. You just beat one of the blue blood. Enjoy it." He is such a good basketball coach, and Mike is. We've been very fortunate to have really good coaches at East Carolina. And sometimes you don't win, but when I look back and Harrion and Lebo, we've had really good coaches. And what I'm saying is Mike Schwartz has got it really going well, and with limited NIL money, very limited NIL money, and he's done a good job with this team. And he's got them playing the way he wants them to play. And the key will be fans have got to stay with it, and they've got to support this ball club for them to continue to be successful.
Well, Si, we're up against it, and I'll let you run. I know you're tired anyway. You stayed up late last night watching that. What happened in that football game last night, Si?
I think this morning they said they're now in the Canadian Football League.
The Cowboys have been relegated to the CFL?
I think so. That's what
that's
what I'm hearing.
Well, Brian Bailey better get his maple syrup out. He'll have to head north to go watch his team then. Man, the Texans put the beat down on the Cowboys. Our Commanders got to get right, and guess who we got this week? Is Cowboys week, Si. So we gotta get back on track here this Sunday.
Yeah, we got to get focused. We've got to get focused. I know it's frustrating for the Cowboys. You know they are fit to be tied, but I'm amazed at what the Commanders have done in a short period of time through ownership. And a great quarterback can do that.
Well, let's get a big one, and we'll have a lot of junk to talk on Sunday afternoon coming up. But, Si, great to chat with you as always, man. We'll do it again soon. Hope you have a great week and enjoy the Pirate Hoops from afar this week.
I also enjoyed talking to Shirley. It's good to talk to both of you anytime, and let's try to keep going strong in basketball.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Thank you, Si. See you, man.
Anytime.
All right, there is Si Seymour joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. We'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserba brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Chico's Mexican restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Like a cold beer on a hot summer day. Nice. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. And Pirate Radio is excited to announce that Inky Johnson will be the 2025 Leadership Luncheon Speaker on Monday, March 17th. Inky is one of the most highly sought-after speakers in the world, and some of his clients include Chick-fil-A, State Farm, AT&T, the University of Alabama, the University of Texas, New York Knicks, New England Patriots, Baltimore Ravens, and the Atlanta Braves. For sponsorship information, please contact Mark Alexander at 252-327-2173 or email mark@pirateradio1250.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right. Excited to hear from Inky Johnson. Next year, I'm trying to get Silky Johnson, who was the Hater of the Year at the International Player Haters Ball back in like 2004. We got a Did You See already from Johnny Stats, Johnny Robertson. Did you see that UMKC, the Roos, beat Calvary by 100 last night? Calvary had 34 turnovers. They scored 19 points. Did not see that, but Calvary is one of my favorite church hymns. And me and Chandler are going to sing it right now.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that, Calvary?
Wait, sing
Calvary. It kind of sounds like a college fight song.
I was going to say, what do we got? Somebody scored a touchdown?
Shirley, you know what I'm talking about? At Calvary. Mike Mullis is here. What's up, Mully?
Hey, buddy. Hey, Mullis. Hey, John.
Short seg alert. We got to take a break because when we return, we'll talk a little baseball with the Mully Man. Also, John McCormick, GM, and Jerry Pettit, owner of the Greenville Yard Gnomes. We'll talk a little football with the Mully Man as well. Got his Kansas Jayhawk pullover on.
Nice.
Did you know? I'm interested to talk to Ken Watlington on Wednesday, Sean.
They played tonight.
Because UNCW is at Lawrence, in Lawrence, Kansas.
Falk Fieldhouse.
Lawrence Joel is Winston-Salem, Wake Forest. Lawrence, Kansas, at the Fog.
How about the number of teams that Kansas is playing? That it's almost like they're playing a ACC modified North Carolina something. I think State's going up there if they hadn't already been, and obviously we saw the Carolina-Kansas game. And
Dulce didn't put ECU on the schedule.
Got a cool. Well, I guess not.
But that'll be interesting. Last year, big upset. UNCW knocked off Kentucky. So beware if you are a Jayhawk. Jayhawks huge favorites tonight against the Seahawks. We'll take a break. Come back. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. We'll be back with you after these words.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Hi folks, Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hope everybody's having a great November. Just tell you what's going on here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram this month. Have huge savings and selection on Ram 2500s. That's right, up to $10,000 off our Ram 2500s here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Also, huge selection of pre-owned vehicles starting at $599 and up. So remember, drive a little, save a lot.
Head on over to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Plus, they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. And Saturdays are for pirate traditions and beer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. Packed studio here, hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Mike Mullis joining us, and we'll talk some baseball here with a couple of guests. Jerry Pettit, new owner of the Greenville Yard Gnomes, and John McCormick, a familiar face around here. John, good to see you again. How you doing, man?
Yeah, doing well. Glad to be staying in Greenville and glad to be here today.
We'll catch up with you and also get to know Jerry Pettit. Jerry, thank you for joining us. And let's kind of get your story and your background and your relationship to baseball and how and why you're the owner of the Yard Gnomes.
Well, I've been involved with the collegiate baseball, summer baseball, for 27, 28 years now.
Wow.
So I was the founder of the Coastal Plain League back in the mid-'90s and with a partner and took over the whole league 7 or 8 years ago. And also started the Holly Springs team in the league and then sold the league to the Durham Bulls a couple of years ago, and they when they started up the Yard Gnomes, they called me up and said that things had gotten a little busy for them right now, and would I like to buy the Yard Gnomes from them? And so I'm really happy to be in Greenville and happy to have John with me to try to make this into a very popular summer activity.
Mully is a baseball lifer like yourself. During the break, you and Jerry were talking about some Coastal Plains history.
Didn't take us long, did it? We found some common ground.
And I didn't realize some big names, really big names, coming out of the Coastal Plain League over the years.
Yeah, the flagship guy, Justin Verlander. Everybody that's a baseball fan knows Verlander's been around for a long time. And, but the CPL's produced tons of players over the years. And just in my time, I remember when the CPL first came into being and to have just watched, it was a really tough travel league at one point, but to have watched it expand and now divisions and different things to where it is a that's the thing when you have when you're a college coach sending a player off to a summer league, you want to make sure your player's going to be taken care of, and it's going to be a as comfortable as possible environment, because it is an absolute grind in summer baseball. It is as close as you can be to playing professional baseball without actually receiving a paycheck. So, but the league, the quality of the league, the quality of the management, not only field management but the general management of the club, is such a big deal to know that, hey, my guys are going to be taken care of in good hands and not have to travel 12 hours to go play a game. It's a combination of lots of things that help make those decisions on assigning players.
For those that don't know John, I think I first met you probably when you were a student and reporting on East Carolina athletics. You were the spotter with the legendary voice Jeff Charles, correct? Working football games with him.
Yeah, worked with Jeff for 5 years, and I tell people that out of every job or internship or anything that I did in college, those football seasons working with him were the best thing and the most fun that I had.
No doubt. Miss the voice every single day. You also worked with the Down East Wood Ducks, and we had you on the show talking about that years ago. And now how about your role as GM of the Yard Gnomes?
Yeah, I was thrilled when I found out, obviously, the Wood Ducks were leaving. So I was looking at what my next opportunity was going to be. And when I found out that Greenville was a possibility to stay here, I finished up school in 2018, 2019. Now I'm married. So it was a big deal for us to be able to stay, my wife and I, in Greenville. Obviously, there's a good community already built here. And a lot of people that we know. And so to have the opportunity to have a GM role in Greenville, to build a team basically from scratch, 2024 being the first season, but to come in almost on a ground level and build it up was very exciting.
So what is your, and probably a lot of list of duties for you, but the main duties for a GM with a summer league team like the Yard Gnomes?
Yeah, we're going to be looking at generating revenue, and that means getting people into the stadium. And there's a lot of different ways that we're looking at right now as we assess what happened in 2024, how we can improve on that, how we can tie into the community, and have that relationship as well with to be the city council or the county commissioners or the mayor, they're all still excited about baseball and stadiums. So managing those relationships, and then also working with our coach and staff to bring in a roster that's going to compete at a high level, and then also have some Pitt County guys or some ECU guys on that roster.
Yeah, Jerry and John are both new, but how would you say year one went for the Yard Gnomes, looking at it, and how do you wish to improve it?
Yeah, I think they got a late start last year. They didn't come up with the name until January or February, and finished off the additions, which were good additions to the field, and, right up until minutes before the first game. So it was a tough first year, but I think we've got some things that we're going to do this year that will make it better for the fans that are going to come out to the games, better for the players, because last year they didn't have a dressing room. Now they're going to have a good dressing room, and just things that better food, better environment for all the people coming to the game. We want to be fan-friendly, family-friendly, bring the kids out, cheaper than going to the movies.
A lot of stuff, Mully, you don't really think about as far as the amenities and everything that goes with housing a baseball team.
Yeah, no, and it's funny when John mentioned in the revenue generation. I'll never forget when Eric Wedge was the manager in Kinston. I was over there throwing BP because everybody on their coaching staff had torn labrums, so they outsourced to BP. So I'm over there throwing BP, and North Johnson, the longtime GM of the Indians and part owner, and again talking about a guy that's a lifer. I clearly remember going, man, North, did you see the play that Billy Munoz made in the second last night, blah, blah, blah. He goes, Mully, listen, man. He goes, it's great when the team wins. Like, we want to put a competitive program out there, but, of course, they were dictated by what was coming down to them. Yeah. He goes, Mully, at the end of the day, man, I need to sell more hot dogs. I need to sell more cold beer. I mean, it goes back to it's not and maybe I'm speaking out of turn here, and I don't mean to, but this is more than just a baseball game. It's entertainment. It's truly, and we've seen, obviously, everybody talks about what the Savannah Bananas have done and what a cool thing they did in playing Clemson. It's not, we're not saying that it's at that level, but the entertainment value of going to a ball game and having, I mean, think about going to an East Carolina basketball game. There's always something going on. Even in a break, there's music. Even when, and it's that level of fan engagement, which will be really cool and something the CPL has done a great job of over the years.
Yeah, and as you know, the Savannah Bananas were part of the Coastal League until a year ago, and I watched the creator of the Bananas, Jesse Cole, started as an intern in the league, went to being a general manager, then an owner of the team, and then created the Bananas. And you're right. I mean, they've taken it to the Harlem Globetrotters level.
That's right. It's exhibition.
It's exhibition. It's pure entertainment. We want to have a mix of entertainment and good baseball and good fun.
Right.
And that's have to walk that
Yeah, there is
line.
a fine line there to make sure that you're protecting what this community, which is a baseball crazy community, recognizes as being a quality. And it's tough, man. The barometer in Pitt County is very, 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 very high. I mean, when you look at East Carolina, what they're going to put out every year, and Pitt Community College, what they're going to put out every year, then, oh, by the way, there's
keeps going down.
Yeah, oh, by the way, there's 3 really good high school, 4 or 5 really good high school programs, and then you go to you go over to Elm Street Park or go out to Winterville or the Sarah Law Complex, and you watch these people in this community recognize what quality baseball is, and it's really cool that there's a marriage there of, hey, look, let's make sure we have a great time and let's go win it. And that's where happiness is.
And Jerry, just you've been in it so long, you know how things have changed and how you can do a million things right here on your phone these days. So it's probably gotten tougher over the years to try to find creative ways to get people out to the ballpark and get people spending money and having a good time. So that's always got to be a challenge.
Oh, it absolutely is. But, the same thing is true. You also can track what people like more easily than you used to be able to. So, you have to react to what the customer is looking for, and it's a combination of all that gives them the right kind of entertainment.
Yard Gnomes, so right now you guys are kind of doing some behind-the-scenes stuff, I would imagine. When do you kind of get going with still got a ways to go as far as roster, coach, and all that stuff?
Yeah, so same coach is coming back. Okay. We'll probably have a formal announcement on what the entire coaching staff looks like, but that's in the works right now, right? A lot of those college coaches are starting to place kids behind the scenes. Obviously, once you get to the springtime, you never know how many innings a right-handed pitcher is going to throw, if he's still going to be active, what injuries pop up and things like that. So the roster is being built right now. And then all the behind the scenes of the operations, the ticket packages, the all-you-can-eat packages, the fun that's going to be had at Guy Smith is getting planned right now.
Now, for clarification, explain it. I think I understand it, but what are the roster rules as far as, okay, that you can't bring over the entire East Carolina starting nine?
We can have up to 4 players from any specific university. And there's also some rules as to whether, the coaches, the assistant coaches can't be, coaching any players that would be recruited. But basically it's 4 players. And we're looking to have hopefully 3 to 4 players from ECU and maybe a couple from Pitt. And so we're
now what
on
on that note, the junior college, same thing. You could have 4 guys from Pitt, 4 guys from Lenore. It's just 4 guys from any one institution, regardless of the level they play at.
Yeah, that's assuming that the NCAA doesn't change their rules.
Sure. Now, we can't plan for that. That's the other thing I was going to say with the portal. All of a sudden, like you were mentioning, John, hey, we're going to bring in big right-hander Clip Brock, and next thing you know, Clip goes in the portal, so Clip's not affiliated with an NCAA program. So now we may not be able to take Clip until he re-lands. Is that correct? Or is that a gray area that we don't need to discuss? Now,
I don't even know the answer to that right now.
But obviously that is a real concern when you're trying to fill out a roster and you want to have some continuity to your roster, but at the same time you're like, man, I'm not really sure what we can do with this kid.
And we also have to deal with the rosters in the beginning of the season. Sometimes it overlaps with some of the regional playoffs, so we have to bulk up the roster to be sure that we have people that are covering the early part of the season and the late part of the season.
Yeah, I know. If I recall, the start of the season last year, I think there was like 9 or 10, 11 guys available for the first couple of games.
Yeah, I know in the past it would be, hey, we're all of a sudden we're in a bind, and it's the critical positions, right? It's like, man, we only have 1 catcher. We got to have somebody in the bullpen. And I've known guys that would come in and maybe do a 10-day, or they would, hey, we're not going to necessarily commit to you for the season, but can you help us get through this period? And oh, by the way, if it works out and such doesn't report, then maybe you make the club in a more permanent basis. So a lot of fluidity as the GM trying to manage all those moving parts.
And we can even bring in incoming freshmen,
that haven't played yet in college, and they particularly are good for filling in that first couple of weeks. And if they turn out, then they get great experience. Right.
Got Jerry Pettit and John McCormick from the Greenville Yard Gnomes here. Mike Mullis joining us as well. Darrick Mullins will join us coming up with a couple of Pitt Community College Bulldogs. We'll talk some hoops coming up next segment. Mully had Cliff Godwin on the show yesterday, and you kind of went through. You gave me the we'll kind of see how this thing goes after last year. You lose a lot of big guns, big bullets in the arsenal. And you came around watching the guys during the weekend saying, okay, I think Cliff's got some here. Talking to him yesterday, he seems very confident about what he has despite all the losses and all the newness on this team.
31 new guys and really returning 3 or 4 legitimate starters and one really legitimate arm as far as a starting arm in Norby. But you look up at the team and all of a sudden you watch a team that has gone from trying to figure it out early in the fall. And you got to remember, man, when you introduce 31 new players, you have your core nucleus, your leadership guys, but it's still very difficult to just understand where to be, when to be. The schedules are very regimented. To get a feel for what all that looks like and where am I supposed to be as a first-year player at East Carolina, regardless of if I'm a freshman or a grad transfer, there's just a lot of confusion. And then, what probably is overlooked in all this clip is the replacement of Blake Hardigree. And, when you lose your director of operations who, he's kind of your traffic cop. He's your guy that's going, hey, you need to be over here. And then Eddie Losner goes into that position, who obviously is no stranger to East Carolina baseball, but he's trying to learn what are the expectations as well. So when you put all those things together, you got to expect there to be a little bit of a fire drill when they go out. Yeah. Well, as you go and watch them towards the end of the fall, man, it was a total different product that was on the field. And quite frankly, a very impressive group. The freshmen, the young guys are really, really good. Again, we've talked about the big right-hander, the high school transfer, the high school reclass out of Hickory. Was it Shane Spencer? He is an impressive young man, big arm. Moreover, he is mature way beyond his years. But then, you start looking around the infield and you start to see, okay, here's several possible combinations of lineups. And, Cliff is all about playing the numbers and running the game as the game dictates. So you have to have moving parts. And, I mean, you've seen Dixon Williams, a guy who's been around and everybody loves. And Dixon's played everywhere, except for behind the plate. I'm not so sure he can't do that. But Dixon's been everywhere on the field for them. And, it's cool to watch that evolution. And as a coach, man, that's what it's all about, is watching these guys grow up and mature and kind of settle into what their role is going to be. And then the acceptance of that role. We can define the role, help them to understand the role, but then the player has to go, okay, maybe I'm not a starting guy, but maybe I'm a first bat off the bench, or maybe I'm a pinch runner. I got to be really good at those things for us to have a chance to get to Omaha.
Mike Mullis joining us, John McCormick, Jerry Pettit. We got a couple minutes left. Mully, your football teams gave you a little heartburn over the weekend. So the Pirates win in the end. The Packers pulling out with a blocked field goal.
I wish they'd have just blocked it. I mean, they nicked it. So it's just enough to make it. And we're talking about a ring finger, right? It kind of caught his ring finger or pinky finger, and just enough to take some velo off of it, and it catches the crossbar. But
you can't even get excited about beating the Bears. Y'all do
no,
it so
man.
much.
That should have been a throttling. And what's more concerning? We win the game, but then you look in Jordan Love. We're going, okay, now we've got Jordan Love from the first third of the year last year, who wasn't very good, then all of a sudden became future Hall of Famer Jordan Love. We've got the regressed Jordan Love right now, and it is concerning. But as long as the Cowboys keep losing like they are losing, I'm fine with what the Packers are doing.
You want Aaron Rodgers back?
No, I'm good. He is awful.
Right.
He is awful.
John, who's your team?
Pirates number one. That's if I follow any football program closely. That's it. But I grew up in California, so I'd say the Niners. And
they got some issues.
Yeah.
It's amazing too. I mean, you're like, man, they're so good, but they're not so good. I
thought they had one, and then I see Geno Smith running in the end zone.
Yeah.
How about you, Jerry? You got any sports?
I'm from Colorado originally, so I'm a Bronco fan.
Well, they're looking much better than anticipated.
And particularly having changed quarterbacks.
Bo Nix has some.
They're still paying the other quarterback, $10 million a year or $15 million a year.
Yeah.
Who incidentally played in the Coastal Plain League.
That's right.
Russell wow.
Jackson
Wilson
was a heck of a shortstop when he played in the league. So yeah.
Before we let you guys go, anything the fans need to know here in November? John, Jerry, will certainly get you back on. But what do the fans need to know right now?
Yeah, we'll have announcements coming soon, ticket packages and that sort of thing. But what I really want people to know are two things. One, we want to be a community partner with everybody. We want to be engaged with Greenville. We want to make the Greenville Yard Gnomes a staple in the community. Two, it's going to be good baseball. We're going to have players from around the country that are talented, that are going to play minor league baseball that you will see in the major leagues. But we also want to focus on Pitt County. We talked about Babe Ruth. We talked about Rose and Conley and all the different high schools. Talked about ECU. Pitt Community College, all those places, Elm Street Park.
Right.
We want to have guys that played at Elm Street Park, that played high school baseball, Guy Smith.
That'd be cool.
That play for us, that get drafted and go on. So those are my two main things right now, but we will have a lot of announcements coming.
John, good to see you again. Thanks for coming in. Jerry, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Mully, man, we'll talk to you next week.
Always good, buddy.
All right. Good baseball discussion there. We'll talk some hoops when we return. Darrick Mullins and the Pitt Community College Bulldogs will be in here talking some Bulldogs basketball. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina: Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kairos Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kairos Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kairosfloats.com. Kairos Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season. And that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time. It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. But why stop there? Pair it with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Your morning deserves a breakfast that has it all. From the fluffy egg and crispy bacon to the melted cheese and, of course, a legendary Bojangles biscuit. That's the ultimate breakfast combo. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Pirate Radio.
Behind every captain is a crew. Sure, some of you are as ugly as a sea cucumber. Some of you are closer to being a chair or coat rack than a pirate. And some of you are just fish I've dressed up in a hat.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near the Cracker Barrel. And now IMAX is officially here. You can catch a movie in Greenville's only IMAX theater with laser projection, precision sound, and a custom theater with stadium seating, and as always, unlimited popcorn. Get your movie tickets today at gtcinemas.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style at Golden Ticket Cinemas. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, good baseball discussion last segment. We'll talk some basketball now with Coach Darrick Mullins and a couple of Pitt Community College Bulldogs. They're here in the house. And Coach Mullins, good to see you in the studio. Welcome in.
Thank you. Pleasure having us.
I was telling you before we went on, I know you've been at Pitt a while because I produced from the booth Jeff Charles' show for years and years, and he would always have you on at least once, usually twice during the year. And,
absolutely.
We were both talking about how we really missed the voice, but what year for you at Pitt now?
Yeah, I'm in my 14th season over at Pitt Community College, and we surely do miss Jeff. But
it's always a pleasure to share information about the program and what we got going on at Pitt Community College.
Yes, sir. Got a couple of players here, too. Traven Norwood. Traven, welcome in.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And Amari Barber as well.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Amari. So, Coach, I said, hey, when you guys get rolling, you're already rolling. 3-1 on the year, right?
Yes,
so,
sir.
Tell us how the first 4 have gone for you.
The first one being pretty much what I expected. We went off to a tip-off classic in Baltimore, Maryland, which we typically do every year for good assessment, and we were able to come out with 2 victories there. And then we came home and ran into a stumbler with conference foe, Cleveland Community College. Didn't think we played our best basketball. Anytime you have 30 turnovers that early in the ball game, early in the season, you don't expect to be successful. And then
y'all do some running after that.
And then we were able to go back and go down to a good program, and University of Mount Olive played a JV team and kind of get back on track. So we stand at 3-1, and like I said, but every game is an opportunity for growth, and we're still moving forward, but we got a ways to go.
You said back on the road tomorrow for you guys?
Oh, yes. We got a Region 10 for Cape Fear Community College. It's a big game within itself. My son is assistant coach there with at Cape Fear Community College. So it's a good opportunity to go up against those guys. It'll be a good test for our student athletes as well. And the other biggest thing is I get to see my granddaughter, so that's good.
Well, that is good, but what's that going to be like for you?
Well, we haven't talked all week. So,
how's Thanksgiving going to be after this game?
Oh man, I don't know if we go in there and pull it off. It might be a little testy around there.
That's awesome. Talking to Coach Darrick Mullins, and we'll get to know some of these couple Bulldogs players as well. So, Traven, where'd you go to high school?
I went to Grand Run High School in Virginia Beach.
And how'd you land here? What was the process like to get you here to Winterville?
The process was my high school coach knew Coach Mullins, and he sent me up here to do a tryout and tour the campus, and I'm pretty sure I did good. He called me and told me to come back, and yeah, and from there I just been here.
All right. How about you, Amari? Where you from?
I'm from Jacksonville, North Carolina. I went to Jacksonville High School.
Okay, so Eastern North Carolina. How about so not a huge travel here to Pitt Community College, but how'd you get here? What was your recruitment like?
Really, Coach Mullins and like what he believes in, and he really shows you that he believes in you, and yeah.
I shouldn't even have asked. I just noticed your card sweatshirt there. So there's the Jacksonville Cardinals representing. Coach, how much has the change in college athletics had kind of a trickle-down effect to junior colleges as far as the transfer portal, NIL? Are there more high school players available for you to recruit? Has it changed? Have you noticed the change at all in the last few years?
Oh, we've definitely noticed the change. The landscape, the NCAA rules. I just think everything probably needs to go under construction,
right?
And come back with a better format to make everybody a little bit more competitive. But it's going to end up boiling down to resources, and schools with the resources will probably be the most successful schools. With not as many resources, we'll lag behind a little bit. The way it's affecting most kids now, it's affecting the high school kids the most. What coaches are looking for now, especially if their jobs are on the line. They're bringing in kids that are a little bit more mature,
right,
through the rigors a little bit, and they're not really giving a lot of time to groom the student athletes coming in, expecting them to be there 4 years. And right now, with the transfer portal, like I said, the kid to be there 10 months, and you pour it into him, then he all of a sudden jumps and leaves. So it's pretty much, I call it junior college basketball on the 4-year level right now.
Yeah, sounds about right. And we've talked that schools like East Carolina can take advantage of this and look at those junior colleges, maybe guys overlooked. In fact, one of my favorite guys on EC right now, J. Shane Woodard, is a junior college transfer. Mm-hmm. And I think these guys are not being looked at as much, but schools can really tap into that, like in East Carolina.
Absolutely, especially from a maturity standpoint. Even though you have some guys in the portal, junior college athletes, they have the same rigor. We have the same regimen, workout, practice schedule, class. We have academic advisors, so the environment is already conducive to a 4-year college institution. We just plan on a 2-year level, and a lot of times our kids go overlooked, or those opportunities are not granted to us. But we're going to continue to put a good product on the floor. Eventually, we hope those schools grab 1 or 2 of our players and open up that platform a little bit more.
Talking to Darrick Mullins and also Traven Norwood, Amari Barber here in the Pirate Radio studios. home game coming up on the 30th of this month, and shame on me. I live right down the road from Pitt. I went to Pitt before transferring to East Carolina, and it's been a few years, but my dad's a big basketball fan, get tickets to ECU, and one night we were like, hey, you want to go watch a game? So I took my daughter. He went, and we went down the road and watched a fun basketball game at Pitt Community College, and I know you welcome the community to come out and see you guys play, right?
Yeah, our middle name is Community.
There you go. It's right there in the name.
Right there in the name. So Pitt Community College, we try to provide, like I said, a great atmosphere for the community members to come out, take a look at what we got going on. It's a great campus, great atmosphere, great basketball environment. But I think overall, our athletic department over the past few years with the coaching staff and administration in place, we've been pretty successful with what we do. So we know, I tell everybody we're second to none in the community college setting when it comes to athletics.
Awesome. Traven, how about as far as the basketball? Who are guys you watch right now or maybe in the past that are some of your favorites and maybe guys you try to emulate on the court?
I like to emulate SGA sometimes. KD is a bit factor in my game. I like the mid-range pull-up. Paul George, he the really reason why I wore number 13.
Okay.
And that's about it.
All right, some good names there. How about you, Amari?
Me, I'm a big Curry guy, but I try to imitate my game off of Devin Booker. I like to get to my spots and pull the midi.
Pull the midi. A lost art. I like a mid-range. Coach, how much, so 14 years, has the game on the court changed in 14 years? I know Curry has changed the game for everybody. Everybody wants to go back there and shoot now. Yeah. But how much has it changed just since you've been at Pitt? And I'm sure it's changed in your lifetime, of course.
Well, basketball is basketball. Sometimes I think what's happened over the past few years is habits. Like you said, most times the kids, it used to be you walk in, you would do the micing drill. Now, if you mention that, they don't know what that is, so they typically walk in the gym, the first place they run. Even little kids now, they take the ball, run straight to the three-point line. And I said, you actually walking in the gym to take a low percentage shot right off the start.
Yeah.
That's not good basketball. So it's about stacking good days together, creating good habits, and over time, I think everything will realign itself. But we don't take anything away from what Mr. Curry has done for the game of basketball when it comes to marksmanship, probably being one of the greatest shooters ever. Put on a pair of basketball shoes when it comes to shooting a three-point shot.
Coach, I'm just curious, a guy at your age, where do you stand on the, I hate to even bring this up, but like the LeBron, Jordan, GOAT debate? Where do you stand on that?
I'm going down as a Michael Jordan guy.
You're going down.
All day, every day.
I'm with you.
I respect everything LeBron has done for the game of basketball. He's great athlete, one of the greatest ever. Do what he does in the sport of NBA basketball.
Absolutely.
But, only difference I tell a lot of young kids I talk to, especially my athletes that are big LeBron fans, is that I don't see them rushing home to watch LeBron. I remember we used to rush home to watch Michael Jordan, and it's amazing that the number of people still buying his shoes, even though they weren't alive at that time.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm never gonna go against the MJ.
All right. Do y'all argue about that in the locker room and stuff?
No, not really.
You good? You co-sign with them? MJ? All right. Hey, they're going to listen to what Coach says. That's good. That's good. All right. So, game coming up on the road. You got back-to-back road games and then back home on the 30th.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good deal. And big schedule for you, Coach. So a lot of opportunities to go check you guys out this year.
Yeah, we're just getting into the start of the season, and our home stand in December will be pretty conducive for the community to come out and support the program. And then we'll be on the road quite a bit in January, and then February we'll finish up with a long home stand and right there going towards the tournament. So, the people can go to the website, look up the schedule. Prices are reasonable, product is good, and come and be a part of the community which we serve.
Traven, I know you want to play basketball as long as you can. You have any post-basketball plans right now?
Not right now. I'm still looking right now. I'm still trying to work on my game and improve during the season and see where this season going to take me.
Yeah, you got time for that. How about you, Amari?
Oh, well, I'm only a freshman, so I'm still working and just working for this season and next season.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you guys. Appreciate you joining us. And, Coach, good to see you. We'll,
As always,
anytime you want to come on, let us know.
No, just thank you for having us. We're grateful. Thank y'all guys for the invitation. And we'll always look the opportunity to come and share a few words, share information with Pirate Radio 1250.
Yeah, and you can find the schedule online, pccbulldogathletics.com, and go check out a game or several games this year in Winterville and go see the Bulldogs. Appreciate it, guys.
No, thank you for having us.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, more to go. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Right back with you after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the game day pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the game day pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
Here with Greg Lassiter from Champions Gym. And Greg, you've got a tremendous staff working for you with professional trainers. You've got classes like cycle, Pilates, muscle pump, Zumba. Talk about what you can bring to people like myself who's just getting back into the physical fitness world.
We've got all those classes, but the main thing we've got is a way for people to come in and feel comfortable. People, when they go in that gym, they feel like that is their home away from home.
Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, 353-0544.
Champions Health and Fitness.
It's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Thirsty Tuesday at Wings Ever Greenville. Get your first 20-ounce drink today for only $1. Be aware the discount auto applies at checkout, and the limit is one per customer every Thirsty Tuesday. As always, Wings Ever will deliver right to you. With no third party needed, Wings Ever Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Wings Ever is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Ever Greenville, they deliver.
Pirate Radio.
Mr. Gibbs, Captain, you may throw my hat if you like. Aye, aye, Captain. Hooray! I'll go and get it.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools, and give them a call at 689-6557. And need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy to get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, rolling the guests in and out today. Thanks to Coach Darrick Mullins, Traven Norwood, Amari Barber for joining us, talking Pitt Community College basketball. Also had John McCormick and Jerry Pettit from the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Yard.
Oh, man. Speaking of Yard, well, before we get there, video production folks, Brett and Chandler, what was going on here?
Oh, dude.
During our, oh, no, I missed my spot now. During our Yard Gnomes interview, why did you have me morphed with Jerry? I don't know if people can see that.
It looks kind of creepy. It looks like you're right.
It's very creepy.
It's like you're like right over his shoulder.
It's like, did you see it, Shirley? The dude's sitting in my lap.
Oh, wow.
What are we
the
doing?
magic
What do you
of
want for
TV.
Christmas?
There was some technical difficulties.
It got better. It got
I know
better,
it did,
right?
but I was watching it and trying not to laugh while they were
We had to
talking.
make some adjustments.
That was funny. Appreciate all of them joining us on the show.
It's like you know how on social media it was like, can you make my my hands bigger or whatever? Yeah. It's like, can you put me in Jerry Pettit's lap?
Jeez Louise. All right, Chandler. We say yard. We say a lot of stuff that we reference, and a lot of people probably have no clue why we're saying the things we say the way we say them. But we say yards because of Mike Keith, friend of the show,
yes, sir,
who Chandler noticed followed him on Instagram. And so I said, Chandler, send him a message. Get him on the show. So he had the play-by-play voice of the Titans on. What was this, last year, I guess?
Last year, and it was a good time to get him on, too. Because preseason because I think Mike Vrabel made his defensive line coach, who was an ECU alum, I believe.
Yeah.
Or coached here.
The head coach.
Made him the head coach for a game.
And but anyway, we say yards because of Mike Keith, and he had a great call. What was it? It was this weekend, right?
Yeah, 98-yard touchdown pass from Will Levis to Westbrook Akine.
All right, hit it real quick because it was a great.
Levis in the shotgun. 6 men set to rush.
There's a pause here. So.
Levis from his end zone, firing deep downfield for Westbrook Akine. He's got it. 40.
I hate the pause here, but it'll come back.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Titans, the longest touchdown pass of the year in the National Football League just went 98 yards.
All-time yards talk. Mike Keith. You know what?
Oh my goodness!
Don't even put Eric Collins and Mike Keith in the same sentence. Mike Keith.
I literally go and listen to your highlights on YouTube, but I see a lot of there are no flags on the field. And of course, you've got. I love how Mike. You also do this where. You seem so calm until that Titan gets into the end zone. So you're going, you got to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, end zone, touchdown, Titans. And also,
you got to give me a sack, Chandler. Give me a sack.
Sack.
Yes. What do you think, Mike? Pretty good?
I think he's pretty good. I gotta say.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. Now give me a yard. Oh man, Mike Keith, great guest. I got to get him on again.
He was. I need to send him the picture of me in Smash and Dash.
Do that and say, hey Mike, your old friend Chandler from Pirate Radio saw Chris Johnson, met Lindell White. Would love to have you on.
Thinking about you.
Do you think about me?
miss you, Mike. I know you're busy right now.
I know there's a lot of years between us. Years. But we think about you, Mike Keith. Oh man, he's the man.
Great dude.
Let's look at the playoff picture in the NFL. My Manders are going down. Going down a
7-4.
Yeah, but
what you got next?
We got the Cowboys.
They stink.
And then we got a little team I like to call the Titans. We'll have Mike Keith calling some Jane Daniels action. All right, so playoff picture. I mean, it's the NFL, so it's dumb to even say, but can anybody beat the Lions?
They're tough.
They're dominating. They're more than tough. They are a machine. They scored, 7 touchdowns in 7 possessions to start the game on the other day? Something like that?
Every time I checked the score, they had scored again.
I feel like someone's going to beat them. And things get different when the playoffs come around.
I know. But they're going to be in that building, so they're not going to be outdoors.
True.
Let's look at their schedule the rest of the way.
So the Lions would be number 1, Eagles 2. If the Commanders, you got to stay out of that 7 spot because you don't want the Eagles in the first round. But if you could play the Cardinals or Falcons, now saying that but even if you play the Rams or Seahawks, 49ers are 5-5 too. Would love to see the 49ers get booted. But like playing the West champion or South champion, not overly difficult, I feel like.
Coming up for the Lions at the Colts, home against the Bears, home against the Packers. Then they're home against the Bills. 4:25 December 15th. Lions play the Bills. Then they're on the road against the Bears, at the Niners, and then they finish off the regular season at home against the Vikings.
We'll see if the Eagles can keep winning, and they got to hope that the Lions drop one maybe in San Francisco or against the Bills or against the Packers. Some, difficult games coming up.
Cliff, looking at your Commanders' schedule, you guys have a pretty easy
schedule
to wrap this out.
Yeah.
I can see you almost winning every game.
And the good news is for Washington so far, we have beat bad teams, and we beat them pretty bad. So if they continue that trend and beat the Cowboys twice, beat the Titans,
beat the Saints,
and then beat the Saints, that's 11 wins right there.
I would say your last tough 2 games would be the Eagles and the Falcons. And the Falcons are slowly falling off.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins returning to Washington.
Well, if that game doesn't matter for them, do they start Michael Penix?
Wait, why wouldn't it matter?
If they keep losing and they're out of playoff contention.
Well, who's going to win the there's still 2 games up in the South. If they keep losing, they could still be first place.
Can they? You gotta look at the
Yeah, the Bucks are 4-6. The Saints are 4-7. So, the Falcons.
Division's wide open.
Yeah, it still is. Damn, Chons, the Panthers have 3 wins. Wait a minute.
We're in the hunt.
Y'all aren't out of it.
No. Our division stinks.
What in the world?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Who you got this week?
We have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, God. Forgot about that.
The road to the Super Bowl starts this Sunday.
Chiefs are the 1 seed. AFC playoffs. So the matchups right now would be Broncos at Bills. Steelers, Ravens. Sign me up for that. Texans, Chargers. That would be the early Saturday afternoon game, I think. Texans, Chargers. But can you imagine a Steelers-Ravens first-round wild card playoff?
Oh!
Sign me up, buddy.
My goodness. Reminds me of like 2012.
Reminds me, you know what? I was thinking about, I should have posed this question before this chat, but what is the best rivalry in the NFL right now? The answer is Ravens-Steelers. Every game's tight. They're always good.
Yeah.
What's a better rivalry than that right now?
Bills Chiefs.
It's a physical football game.
It's very physical.
Bears Packers.
Okay, Brett, I'm glad you said that. So I can look up how many times the Packers.
Buenas noches, Chicago!
Packers Bears history. The Packers have beaten the Bears 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 times in a row. 13, 15, 16 out of the last 17 games. I'm going to say
Chicago!
that is not a rivalry.
That's disgusting.
16 out of the last 17 games. They play 2 times a year. They've beaten them 11 times in a row. Not a rivalry.
Well, you could say that kind of about the Bears. Bears have been, not the Bears. The Steelers have been beating the Ravens pretty consistently.
Okay. What do you got?
The last 1, 2, got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're 9-1 in the last 10.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I did not realize that.
It's exciting games. It's the close games.
But yeah, it is good games. I guess for a while, Eagles Cowboys was good. Not so much this year.
The Cowboys are just down. They're down tremendous.
Chiefs Bills is a good non-division rivalry.
Mm-hmm. Just the playoff games that has happened in the last 4 or 5 years between those two. Even the regular season games have been great. So, Bills haven't really had much success, especially in the playoffs against the Chiefs, but I still think the games are competitive.
I think we're leaving the Bengals out, too, because they're having a down year. But in previous years, when they've played the Bills or they played the Chiefs,
yeah.
those are pretty exciting games.
Yeah.
Burrowhead. Jamie said, Anthony Richardson, comeback player of the year. Watch out.
Hey, hold on.
Kim Kardashian had a comeback.
Hey, man, it's 4:57.
All right, are you tapping out?
And they beat the Jets.
We need to take a break.
Get over
All right.
ourselves here.
Oh, Chandler Richardson's tapping out. Bryce Williams tapping in. We'll take a break, come back. Big Bryce will join us. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. We'll get Bryce's thoughts on ECU's win over Tulsa and have more for you after this.
It's back. The annual Pirate Radio Holiday Treasure Chest is back. The chest is loaded with fabulous prizes from our fantastic sponsors.
1 year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
No, I want an official rider undercover and I shoot 200 yards by the leg rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Opportunities await for all students in Pitt County schools. We open doors by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the 2024-25 school year, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and saluting those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a shakaroni. We created shakaroni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you shakaroni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We got the Chin Man. In the house. We got Brett. We got Zach. Really didn't show up after his day of practice.
I know. I was gonna actually.
He's tired.
Oh, I can't talk it.
He's tired. Attaboy. Yeah, really. What are you doing? Don't say a word. You know what? I'm gonna put you under about a 2-minute probation because of that. Shirley enjoyed the interview with Darrick Mullins. Tell your AD friend at Pitt to keep him coming. That was fun. Good to talk to the fellas.
Yeah. The athletics director is Dawn Manning, who happens to be a good friend of mine. We went to college together. So.
That's an awesome name.
Yeah.
Dawn Manning.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just hit you right.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I hear Don Manning, I'm thinking like, man, that's a Hall of Fame name.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, well, you know.
Now we can welcome into the show.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man.
Can you video production people do your job and get me and Bryce sitting in each other's lap like you had me and this guy earlier? Camera tricks, Bryce. I don't know what was going on there. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Now that I can talk, we've had like 3 topics I could comment on.
You really want to jump in?
I wanted to jump in, but I can't do it until I'm introduced. So
Introduced. Have you missed Clip? It's been 2 weeks.
I know, man. Like, dang, Clip.
Hey, man. I'm sorry my daughter's so smart.
Hey, you got to choose.
It's us or her family.
Yeah. I think that's it. Beta Club, National Honor Society. There can't be anything else.
Hey, I won't falter for being smart and wanted and all these things. That's good.
Yeah. And they all happened Tuesday during Bryce Williams Day.
I guess, good things happen on my day, I guess.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
All right, Bryce, good things happen on Thursdays. Back-to-back wins for the Pirates.
I tell you what. That's great stuff. And we're going bowling, so,
And you excited about that?
I am. I'm very pleased. And what's good, we still got 2 more games to go. I think we're, on fire. And this is my time to talk about the game, or do I need to wait till we talk about the game?
We are talking about it right now.
I asked you this. Have you ever smoked a cigar after a big win?
We didn't get that chance.
Yeah.
We had multiple chances to smoke a cigar after a game, but I guess that wasn't the thing. Are we allowed
y'all used to
then, or?
I don't know. Y'all used to roll the helmets.
Roll the helmets? I don't know. But never got the cigar. I saw that. I said, how are they getting to do that? College.
I thought, it was a non-smoking environment. Can I smoke cigarettes at Daddy Ficklin Stadium?
Right. You might.
I thought that I don't want to poo-poo on parades because I was happy. I'm very happy for the guys. It has been a tumultuous year, so I'm glad they could celebrate. But 6 wins, beating Tulsa as a 14-point favorite, smoking White Owls.
Black and milds. No, but it's their 6th win. They're coming off a year where they only won 2 wins.
Yeah.
What they're going through with the coaching change on a 3-game winning streak. I mean,
that's good. We definitely almost gave it away. With was 3.
Almost pulled George Strait.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he couldn't even give it away, but the 3 interceptions. I think we had one fumble. But what's great is, they locked in and were able to counter off of Tulsa's mistakes. And then with goodness gracious, the game on the line, literally, the goal line, for them to hold them, for 4 downs out, that was, a testament to, the defense and all that. So that was good to see. And then Rajay Harris with the big game.
I'm a biased journalist. I root for Rajay, and I was very happy for him.
Yeah.
Great game.
Really, with being able to spurt out those big runs, too. He made a little, got to see a shimmy and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
He's known as kind of a bruiser.
Yeah.
But to
downhill.
see him.
Yeah, he did that there, and then at the goal line, and then it was good to see him as a bruiser on the 2-point conversion.
Yep.
So, like I said, I guess Rajay is just your total package, a.k.a. the Swiss Army knife.
Bryce, if you're the offensive coordinator, do you go for that 2-point conversion, or do you kick the extra point?
All right, so you're up 5. Do you kick and make it 6 or go for 2 to make it 7?
I like the 2 to go to, I like the 2 to go to 7 because of what it puts it at.
I do too. I've always said that.
Yeah. So
I'm way overruled. I'm just curious if we didn't get the 2, would this discussion be any different? Because I hope the answer is no. Right. I hope you're not talking about the result. You're talking about before it happened.
Don't be hindsight. Yeah.
You know what's great is scared money don't make money.
Ooh.
Hey.
And JDB ain't scared money.
Okay.
And like Blake Harrell.
JBD. I said that right, didn't I?
No, you did wrong that time. John David Dacre.
No one, if they'd play it back, no one caught that.
Not until you said so.
Hey,
you got it right the first time. You should have just kept
did I?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But which I think is good to see. With Caden being able to, sort of block out the 3 interceptions.
Still had 300 plus yards.
It's great. Anthony Smith, my gosh, that man is a game. I love it. He reminds me of like
Worthy. That's the old rough quote right there.
It is. He reminds me of like Cam because he's been the deep ball guy, which is great. If he knows who Cam Worthy is, Anthony, look up who Cam Worthy is and look at the Virginia Tech game and some other some other games. That's what I meant to say. So he excites me. That's good stuff. But it's a great thing, with Caden and his ball placement. I mean, obviously that plays a huge role in able to make completion. So I'm really pleased with the way he's throwing the ball and
something that's happened with him coming in, Bryce. Our playmakers have been making plays for him. Winston Wright and Chase Sowell, both of those guys out the last drive of the game. Yeah. Chase left the game early. Winston left on the punt return. That was before the last touchdown drive, right, Sean? So you're without those guys. Anthony Smith and Rajay and others had to step up, but that was good to see too. Yannick Smith, the freshman receiver, can make some plays.
Man, yeah, most definitely. He's a good-looking statue right there. But yeah, that was awesome. And then him doing that as a true freshman. Typically, historically, you just build on that, and just each year you're more of a baller than you were the last. So it's very insightful, and I'm pleased. It's exciting that we are bowl eligible, and we got I said another winnable game against Texas, North Texas, and then we got Navy. So look on the bright side.
Going back to the 2-point conversion, how about Blake Harrell being aggressive early in the game? I think he went for it on 4th down a few times. There was one time early in the game he went for it on 4th down in our own territory. Ended up keeping the drive alive.
I think he was listening to the cheerleaders because they were going, be aggressive. Be aggressive. BEAGGRSSIDE.
Which is, that's good because, that's making me flash back because we definitely weren't afraid to go for it on 4th downs. So that's good to see that. Just little things make me think back in the old good days, which is nice. And I don't want to forget to reference Conrad's 52-yard field goal. That was, much needed, impressive.
That was big right before. And I feel like this team, the Blake Harrell teams that was a crazy play last night, by the way. Lineman gets the fumble and then gets blasted, and the Texans pick it up, score a defensive touchdown. Wow. We have done a good job. Middle 8. I think Donnie Kirkpatrick, a lot of coaches talk about that, but the last 4 minutes of the second quarter, first 4 of the third, we've done a good job, I feel like, scoring in the last 4 of the second quarter in these games.
Yeah, the old 4-0. That was one thing we worked on, was 4-0. I never really understood it. I just knew we did it. I didn't think the importance of 4-0, but that was the thing we did. But we're doing good. We're executing, making plays. If we can just, obviously the interceptions didn't hurt us in the end, but it definitely can, against another team or another game. So hopefully we've just sort of locked those in. But other than that, I'm excited what we're doing. The run game is, definitely been a lot more exciting. So that,
You think so, Bryce? I got numbers to back that up.
Uh-oh.
East Carolina. Where's your stat to consider, Shirley? I thought you texted it to me.
Stats to consider.
Did you put
What about the rushing?
Yeah.
It was in the
group chat?
Shirley News Network group chat.
Who's in that?
Me and you.
And Chandler.
Oh, okay. Here we go, Bryce. East Carolina has rushed for 200-plus yards in 3 straight games. First time since 1989er.
Dang, that's older than me.
Yeah. Wow. And, of course,
dang,
that's a lot of yards, but also Hauser's had 300-plus in all these games, too.
Like I said, I guess I'm able to do this. We're reverting back to my playing days of how many total yards of offense we're having.
No doubt.
And we see
3
what that did.
straight games over 500 total offense. How about that?
That's hefty. You know what I'm saying? And that way it gets funny is we've won 3. Right. Yeah, 3 straight games. So the proof is in the pudding, as they say, Sean.
Give me a spoon.
Kenny says, Clip, what would have been my guy's yards if that long run stood? Now, I don't know how many yards Rajay had on that drive after the penalty, but if he had zero, that would have been a 75.
75.
Wow.
So that would have put him at 189 yards and 3 touchdowns.
189.
Rajay.
He asked Brian Bailey how many touchdowns he wanted before the game, and Bailey said 3. And Rajay said, all right, I'll give you 3. And he did, but they called one back.
I know.
So he got 2 and a 2-point conversion. So close enough.
He's got in the end zone 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. Jamie says ECU ranked 63rd in stop rate. That's pretty big, better than Michigan. What is that?
Is that like stop rate?
Yeah.
Like how many people we can stop on like a
stopping the
down
opponent.
Or like
what kind of stop rate? What does that mean?
I mean, we stopped on the goal line.
Huh?
Is it just off like third down?
Third down, fourth down. What is Jamie? I need more substance with that stat.
Maybe how often they get stops.
Like for conversions and touchdowns, I wrecked them so. Did you say I wrecked them so?
I wrecked him so.
Is that a thing? Do you say that?
Are you okay?
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll do that to Jay, and he'll say what? Well, he's used to it now. But
Call me off guard.
Yeah.
Stop rate is a basic measurement of success, the percentage of a defensive drives that end in punts, turnovers, or a turnover on down.
All right.
So it's about everything.
Thanks, Brett.
Robert says stop drives, no scores. Stopping from scoring. All right. There you go. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Jamie and Roberto. All right, you want to hear a little? Let's hear a little John David Baker, Shirley, from Monday, and what he had to say after East Carolina's bowl-clinching victory.
Coach, y'all certainly faced some adversity in both games. How good was it to see you overcome that and find a way?
It was probably one of the more stressful 3 hours of my life, but it was awesome to see just our players overcome everything, whether it was self-inflicted wounds, whether it was wounds from other things that happened in the game. It was just cool to see our guys, just their resiliency to make plays at the end of the game and do things at the end of the game to go win the football game. And not just offensively, defensively. That's talk about just a team going and winning a football game, getting stops on defense, making plays on offense. Man, it was just really, really cool to see.
Kate, with some mistakes on Thursday night, what was your conversations like with him?
It was just, making sure he understood, you're not going to go out and throw 5 touchdowns every game. He was frustrated, but, credit to Tulsa, they did some things differently they hadn't done on tape all year. And, of course, they had a bye week going into it. So we knew that. We knew we'd see some things that were different. But just making sure he understood. And he did a great job. Was he pissed? Heck yeah, he was pissed. But at the end of the day, he shook it off. And, just like everybody else, he made plays at the end of the game that helped us win.
You're down, 2 of your top receivers on that final drive. So how big was it to see Yannick step up and some of those other young guys?
Yep. And, we felt it all season in camp, throughout the season, that we have really good depth, guys that we can count on. And, obviously Jari stepping in, you don't blink an eye when Jari gets in the game. Obviously Yannick too. Yannick making a huge catch there on that last drive to get us down on their side of the 50. But that's just, confidence in your guys. You see them do it in practice and have the confidence for them to go do it in a game. And that's where, that's a big-time situation there in the game. You're driving down by 1 to try and go win it. And Caton didn't hesitate one bit. He knew he had a one-on-one and took it and gave Yannick a chance, and he made the play.
Yannick Smith, talked about him a moment ago, making plays when his number is called, next man up. And the Pirates get it done on the road. And guess what? Let's head back on the road.
On the road again.
To Denton, Texas.
There's a Denton, North Carolina.
All right, let's just play there. I got a buddy named Will Denton and Darrick Denton.
Well, back on.
Let's look at Denton, Texas weather.
Where is that location?
Look that up, too. Oh, man.
Near Dallas?
Oh, Bryce. Not a cloud in the sky, my guy.
Oh, my God.
68. Oh, man. Take the over. because it is beautiful conditions for football. What is that over under?
That's nice.
I'm going to put it at 62.5
degree.
Anybody else want to guess? For points?
My bad. I don't know. I'm going to go
62.5. What do you got, Chan?
We've thrown up some points. They throw up points. I'm going over.
68.5.
73.5.
I wanted to go into the 70s.
I don't know if I've seen an ECU total this high. 73.
Oh my God!
And a half.
I was right.
Well, you kind of waited and saw my expression and knew.
I said over.
You were using some
73.5 is a lot, though. I thought I was going way over.
Bryce. What would have to be scored?
Well.
What would have to be scored?
40 to 35 would get you over.
Yep.
42 to 34 will get you over.
There you go.
73.5.
So they're saying they're like our offense. Vegas says, you know what? Their offense is turning around.
What about North Texas's offense?
And them too, but
Well, let's take a break. When we return, I'm going to tell you how many points North Texas has given up in every game this year. And hold on to your butts, folks.
And I'll hold on to my butt. But tell us how many points they've scored as well.
I'll do all that, man.
Dave scored or they've scored?
Dave who?
Dave Hart?
Dave from Wendy's?
Dave.
Wendy's granddad?
They don't cut corners. But we hope North Texas cut corners.
Oh, it's going to be a biggie.
Tell you what.
They are not a sponsor, by the way. Well, they should be with all these punts.
Yeah.
If only we had a sales guy and he would get off his ass.
Tell you what it won't be. It won't be Frosty in Texas.
Back with you after this.
Woo!
Here's a hint. At U.S. Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. U.S. Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy has eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Jimmy John's has great taste wrapped up. All your favorite Jimmy John's sandwiches are now available as a wrap. Enjoy all natural meats, cheeses, and hand-sliced veggies, bundled into a convenient grab-and-go wrap that's made when you order it. Top it off with sensational sides, including new home-style potato salad and bow tie pasta salad. Grab your taste buds around Jimmy John's new wraps. And don't forget their loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com.
It's back. The annual Pirate Radio Holiday Treasure Chest is back. The chest is loaded with fabulous prizes from our fantastic sponsors.
Santa, status report.
Okay, well, first off, welcome you all to the North Pole. It's great to have you here. As you know, this is our big time of year, so things are busy as usual.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Steve. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Well, contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. They have something going on every night of the week. On Wednesday night, it's acoustic night. Thursday, enjoy singo and karaoke. Friday night, it'll be the Eli Craig Band performing. Saturday, it's Maddie Reen. And, of course, it's Sunday Fun Day. Every Sunday, kick off the day at the Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, and a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. So you can score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We got a food discussion we got to get to, but I did promise you, I am the worst about saying something's coming up after the break and then never talking about it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure I talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
The points that North Texas has allowed in games this year. 38-20 to Stephen F. Austin. 66. 17 to Wyoming. Okay. 20 to Tulsa. All right. 37. 52. 45. Weird one with Army. 14-3 was that final. But I do think Army had the ball for an entire quarter on one drive. They had like an 11-minute drive or something.
Golly.
And then they give up 48 last week. To UTSA. So a lot of 40s, 50s, 60s in there. This season they have scored 52, 35, 21, 44, 52, 41.
Have mercy.
44.
Oh, my goodness.
37.
Ow.
3. To Army. And then 27 in a loss last week. They have lost 4 games in a row. They were 5-1, looking tough, Jeff.
I remember them looking tough to start the year.
Yeah, but have, you know what? They started playing some good teams. Lost at Memphis, lost to Tulane, lost to Army. East Carolina has played some bad teams. Guess what? We've started winning some games.
No, they have scored a lot of points, or they have given up a lot of points in the last 3 or 4 games, and the total probably shows that. But how much does them not having a defensive coordinator play into that total too?
They axed them this week? A lot of axe jobs, Bryce. Did you see Biff is gone?
I did. I seen it because I think y'all put it on the Instagram, and then I saw him went to practice.
All right. Yeah, I was going to ask you, if you're a player on the team What would you think about that? If he just showed up to practice the next day?
I mean, probably.
What is your thoughts on it in general? Not even as a former player, but I mean, you think it's weird?
It may be slightly weird, but I think as a player, I would react the way the Charlotte team reacted.
Exactly. I think the question is, if you're the AD, how would you react to that?
Right.
Hey, we just fired you. What are you doing on the field?
Right.
Get out of here.
As Brett pointed out, we're in the middle of practice. We got a game this week. You're stopping practice to walk on the field.
Oh.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. That part would be a little different. But
I agree with Bryce. Like, I think you have the right answer there. You're going to, like, Ruff got fired your last year.
Mm-hmm.
If you return that next season and, like, first day of spring ball, Ruff walks out there, all y'all are going to go hug him up.
Because I think when Ruff got fired after the season.
Right.
And I don't think I saw Ruff. Like, once he got fired, I don't think I ever saw him again.
That was a bitter time.
Yeah.
That was a not great time.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw him again, actually.
Like, to this day?
I've seen him once.
Wow.
That was back in 2016 when he came to the Patriots thing. When I was when we were doing training camp or OTAs or training camp, and Ruff, well, I guess, was coming with some coaches or something, and that's when the same. So I haven't seen Ruff. I didn't see him. So I saw him that next. It took 2 years, and then I haven't seen him since.
I saw old Captain, saw Lincoln Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Saw that picture.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Was that his dad with him?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I guess Shane said, hey, before Link gets fired, we need to go up there and get on the field. Because tough times for USC.
I haven't looked at the
I think they won the other day, maybe. All right, Brett said something earlier. Brett, are you going to be here next Tuesday? No. Okay, good.
Why not, Brett?
Well, no, I don't mean it like that.
Thanksgiving, man.
But we need to talk about it now then.
Oh, the holiday.
All right, Brett, or Chandler, what did Brett say earlier?
He doesn't like Thanksgiving.
What?
No, I didn't say that.
No, he doesn't.
I
He
said-
just.
Let me just say it, Jen.
All
right, go ahead.
Turn like you're up because you're a quiet guy.
No.
All right.
I like Thanksgiving as a holiday. I
Right,
like the
like the
whole
meaning.
ambiance of it,
Right,
the
right.
football
The
games,
ambiance.
being with everybody. What I don't like is the food that is served
my
on Thanksgiving.
What did you say it was? It was
You know that's in the Ten Commandments if you don't like Thanksgiving
It's not
food.
the greatest spread. You know, turkey's dry.
Let me ask
Well,
a
who's
question.
cooking your turkey?
We got a lot of questions.
Cooking your turkey,
We got a lot of questions. So my buddy Tony Dunn has an Italian background, Italian family. When he does Thanksgiving at his grandparents', like they have the traditional food, but they also have lasagna and Italian dishes. Do you have like anything else? Like, what's your family Thanksgiving spread like?
It's pretty much just all the normal
Traditional
Thanksgiving
stuff?
fixings, but I think there is a lasagna in there.
Dude, I want
So
to
what do you
Fully
eat
remember.
though? If you don't like that food, what do you eat?
I kind of just stick to the ham. There's always a ham involved.
Yeah.
I'm a ham man.
I like stuffing. I think stuffing's pretty good.
Oh, man,
Mashed
love stuffing.
potatoes. But what I normally do is I'll take one of the rolls. I'll put ham on it.
How you make a sandwich?
A little stuffing on there, gravy.
Stuffing.
All right.
Other top of the bun. And
So really,
So
it's
do
the
you-
turkey
The,
it's
that
really
doesn't.
just it's
The turkey throws you
and
off.
yeah, turkey really throws me off.
you like green bean casserole?
No, I'm not eating any of
Candied
that.
yams?
No, none of that.
Dude,
That is the best, isn't it? Clip?
Broccoli casserole.
No
sweet,
casserole.
sweet
Okay.
potato casserole.
For me, it's
Who
just
you
it's
telling?
just the ham and the basics.
Hot dog. Get in the kitchen, Sean, and go start cooking something, bud.
This was a mistake because now I'm getting hungry.
It's like when you
excited.
compare a Christmas feast to a Thanksgiving feast, it's just there's so much difference there.
What? Wait,
It's
what's,
kind of the same.
what's a Christmas feast?
What's your
Well, there's a lot more for
There's
Christmas
ham.
involved. with us.
Ham is a
A lot more
Christmas.
Italian dishes.
I don't like ham.
That's,
You don't like
I
ham?
like ham.
Give me turkey over ham.
Oh my
No
God!
way.
I think I'm going
That's a
turkey
take.
over ham. I'm turkey over
And
ham.
I've had turkey.
Screw you guys!
If I had to choose,
Screw you
I'm
guys!
going a good turkey over a ham.
Yeah.
I've had
sure.
turkey
Y'all are
made
un-American.
almost every which way. We've deep fried it, baked it, roasted
So
it.
they're not doing it right. Someone ain't doing it right for you then.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
All I have to ask is, what do y'all turkeys have cooked up for Thanksgiving?
Right.
Shirley.
Yes.
turkeys got cooked up for Thanksgiving here.
All right, Brett. Eating any desserts?
Yes, desserts are good. I am a big fan.
Cannoli?
Well, those are great.
Yeah.
Those aren't really served at our Thanksgiving dinner. I like pecan pie.
There we go.
I like that.
I eat it twice a year, once on Christmas and once on Thanksgiving, and I am a big fan of it. I think it's by far the best dessert.
The old pecan pie.
I requested there be deviled eggs at my
love
Thanksgiving.
deviled eggs.
Do you like deviled eggs?
I do.
Clip, I'm assuming you don't.
I'll eat them, but that is like last on my draft pick of the Thanksgiving spread.
Yeah. Well, I just assume
There's not a
I feel like
lot.
that's more of like an appetizer.
Yeah, maybe just a grab and go.
Yeah, it's a
but like
finger food.
You got to really be picky about. There's only so much space on your plate, and sure, you can go back for more. But that first plate you make has got to be.
That's an important part.
And I know deviled eggs don't take up a lot of room, but if you say, give me a deviled egg or one more spoon of dressing or one more spoon of sweet potato casserole, I'm going there.
Do you not let your foods touch? See, I just.
Oh, man.
We've got to get the plates that are. I almost said circular. But they all have a tray to put your food in, so they don't touch.
Chandler, we're not 4 years old.
Well, you don't like them to touch?
Yeah,
you do. Or don't?
I know. I mean, I don't care, but like, I would much rather them be separated.
I don't want everything on the plate touch. Well, I mean, really, for the most part, because then we do the gravy. I'm putting gravy on taters, turkey, dressing.
The gravy's got to go on everything.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
Potatoes,
and then you take the bread at the end and you mop up the plate.
You got to sop it up.
All right, see, Brett's a Thanksgiving guy. He's just not a turkey guy.
He's not a turkey guy. Okay. All right. I don't look at you different.
And you know what? I'm with you on that.
It's just not the greatest.
Well,
primary meat to have.
Well, I do a lot of mixing. Like I'll do every bite of turkey. I'm already doing a casserole or a mashed potato.
Turkey rarely goes in the mouth by itself.
Right. Yeah, no.
I love a good turkey leg though. I always.
See,
I want to be the one with the turkey leg.
I don't. That's my brother, my older brother.
See, I used to like that, and then I found out the difference between dark meat and white meat, and I kind of drifted away from the turkey legs.
What? Why?
Because it's a darker meat, and the white meat tastes better than the dark meat of the turkey. Do you not know about this clip?
I know what white meat and dark meat is.
Like the white meat,
but
if I were to have the turkey, is like more tender and juicy than the turkey leg. That
Tupac said, "The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice."
Michael Jackson said it doesn't matter if it's black or white.
Right. And I like thighs and legs. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Breasts are fine. Look, I like meat, man.
I'll eat meat from it. You know what? I had pig's feet the other day.
Delish.
That's crazy. That's a wild.
Normally I get neck bone, which is good.
Now, why would you do that?
Neck bone?
Why would you eat pig's feet?
Because I was curious. Old R&B in a restaurant in Farmville. They are more like, I guess, your Southern soul food stuff, and neck bone is phenomenal. And I said, you know what? I saw pig's feet. I said, let me try pig's feet. That's the last time we ate pig's feet.
Is it just deep fried?
Do you dip it in anything?
You boil it.
Boil it.
Make it soft.
Yeah. So neck bone.
Neck bone's good though.
How does that present it to you?
It's almost picture like a rib, but just in a little different shape.
Yeah.
It's good. I promise. If you like meat, you'll like neck.
And there's like meat. How much meat?
No, it's good. It's like I would say like a rib.
Like a rib, okay.
But I think it's better than ribs are good. But it's like a rib. And then I had goat ribs. Jay got on this weird goat spell and brought goat ribs over for him and I to cook the other night.
When I hear weird goat spell, I start thinking about witches and like doing spells.
It was about as tough as a dang witch's leather hat. I mean, it was horrible. This time I'm doing goat ribs.
Goat ribs.
I'm serious.
Brett, tell your family you want to substitute the turkey for goat ribs.
That is just. I would never try that. Even if I was offered money, I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. We need to take a break because we got to get to our Fleet Feet Rundown, Pirate Radio Outdoors, and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Goat Rib Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Pest wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest is a full-service pest control company, offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America. Four Loko USA. Tastes like real love.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools. IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Say Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville has the best deals in town. Just listen to this. BD's Amber Ale for $3 on Monday. Talls for smalls on Tuesday. $5.50 wine pours on Wednesday. $5 house margaritas on Thursday. Handshaking cocktails are $7 on Friday. And house Bloody Marys for just $6 on Sunday. But wait, there's more. Every day, 2 hours before closing time, appetizers are half off. Don't wait. Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar now. Located just off Greenville Boulevard in the Publix Shopping Center. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blues stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best. And New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you.
Hey, John, get your apron out.
Your apron.
All right. Alex Harper smoking him a stogie. Shout out Alex Harper. Did you watch the end of the game, Bryce, the other night?
Yeah, he was all over Coach Harris.
Oh, yeah. He knew where the camera was going to be.
Oh, yeah. He's got it figured out. And then didn't he, like, after the field goal, was it this week? You'd see him, like, run and do that.
He also caught a pass on the sidelines, like an errant throw. So he's everywhere. And he's right here, right now, to tell us about Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right, Brett, you want football or basketball first? Give me a sport.
Football.
All right, football tonight. It is Maction Tuesday. And I believe we have 3 games coming your way on this Tuesday. We got Akron at Kent State, Western Michigan at Central Michigan, Northern Illinois at Miami of Ohio. 3 college football games coming up on this Tuesday night, and there is a ton of basketball, including I'm going upsets tonight. Not upset. I'm taking dogs tonight. Let me say that. I'm going to go Hofstra plus 8.5 against Florida State. Hofstra's 4-0. And I'm going to go UNC Wilmington plus 24.5 at Kansas. I'm going dogs tonight. Brett looks at me with a quizzical look.
24.5-point underdogs.
Yeah. Give me Wilmington.
I don't know. I like the first one.
They won at Kentucky last year. They're not afraid to go to Allen Fieldhouse. Purdue is at Marquette in a top 15 matchup tonight, 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. And that's really about all to speak of.
Was it?
That is tonight's slate. East Carolina back on the hardwood. 4-0 Pirates.
Yes, sir.
We'll take on Jacksonville State coming up Thursday at 3:30-ish.
And if we lose that game, we play at 1 o'clock on Thursday. If we win the game,
we're
going
to have to go back in time. We're going to have to jump in the time machine to go back 2 hours prior to losing that game to play 1 o'clock Thursday, you say?
Nah, Friday. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Friday.
Shoot.
Golly.
Because that would have
been tough. 1 o'clock on Friday, 5 o'clock.
Let me ask you this. Let's say the Pirates lose. They go back in time. They win that 1 o'clock game. Do they get to play again at 3:30 and try to avenge that loss?
Right.
I think that's how the bracket plays out.
First ever time travel bracket.
That would be pretty cool. If Pirates win, they play at 5 o'clock.
Friday?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, John. All right, Bryce, let's go outdoors. Presented by Stroud's Marine. Fall fishing season is here. At Stroud's Marine, they are stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. They've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical, and fuel parts, and just about everything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, they will buy your old ones, and as always, their mission is to save you money, get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. I want to talk about what's going on in the woods, but we'll start on the water. Bryce, you doing any fall fishing these days?
I think I hunted this week, so I did not go any. I have done some fall fishing, but we've covered that. I think we covered that the previous Tuesday. But I have not gone on the water. I'm definitely itching to. I mean, I think the water temperatures are dropping a little bit, so they should even get a little more fired up. I had some buddies fish this weekend. I think Jake put on, what do they call it, Atlantic Beach Inshore Challenge. So I think some trout were caught. and then some trout caught this week, as far as Sunday. So it's hot and heavy. So between trout fishing and deer hunting, I don't know which way to go. My head's spinning. I don't know if I need to go in the water or in the woods, but I think I'm more aiming towards the woods right now just because that's limited. Fishing's year-round, but I'm going to try and do it. Try and touch them both.
Just saw this Facebook picture from a Facebook friend of mine, Heath, and looks like they got them a bunch of ducks there, Bryce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Duck season, I think's in temporary, I think, for a little bit for this short season. I'd like to do that, but like I said, I'm going to wait till probably December and into January before I jump in on the duck hunting.
All right. Anything else going on outdoors?
Yeah, I mean, just deer hunting is what I've been chasing. I got, at least 2 bucks that would be, I would say, are shooters in my eyes. So just trying to hunt those, get things figured out of when they're crossing, hunt the weather right. I did just get a big box stand, or I guess you say box stand, and that I'm anxious to put up over this place. I'm able to hunt, so probably work on getting that, maybe set up this week, and hopefully slip in it this weekend. So we're in there. It's just a matter of when something wants to walk across. Now that I got some new camera, I need to represent. Hey, did you hear about that?
Yeah, I saw the unboxing.
Yeah. So
you're welcome. That was my gift to you.
I presented it to him. I appreciate it, Pirate Radio, for sure. So
you're welcome.
Up in that stand,
No problem.
I'll be like 15 feet in the box stand, so it's a pretty high little box stand. So if that breeze gets a little chilly, guess what? I got a nice camo Pirate Radio sweatshirt to bundle up in, and I get to think of all of y'all.
John, your brother is a huntsman, right?
He is.
You never got the bug? The bug never bit you?
Never got the bug. Never was bitten by the bug.
Yeah.
Bug.
But yeah, I mean, really nobody in my family does it. Our neighbor is a big hunter, and my brother just kind of fell in love with it. He took him hunting one time.
Has he shot one this year yet? Or is his
girlfriend
got a house.
I remember that.
Oh, Riley Jean got her a house.
Riley Jean
got her a house.
We
wrote a song about that.
Got her a house. Yes, we did.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yep. All right, there you go. Pirate Radio Outdoors. Thank you, Stroud's Marine. Bryce stands by Stroud's Marine.
Oh, without a doubt.
Find the parts you need there.
I tell you what.
And the parts you didn't even know you
I'm going
needed.
to say it. Each time, no one needs to waste their time looking anywhere else except for on Stroud's Marine's website, their eBay thing, or just going to visit Caleb because, one, Caleb's a great guy, great atmosphere. And I'm sure if you don't even have anything you think you need, by the time you walk in there and see all that he has, you think, oh, you know what, I need that. Or I need a backup part here and there. So he's got it. Seriously, if you want to do your own boat stuff and say, I don't want to take it anywhere, he'll have that replacement part. He's got you covered. I can promise you that. I've bought motors from him. I've fixed multiple of our project boats and my boat, and he has had what I've needed every time.
We will take a break. When we return. 73.5 is the total. East Carolina, North Texas.
Insane.
How high will Bryce go with his score prediction? We will find out when we return and wrap things up after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown & Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina: Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Dank Burrito is now open at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Get ready to elevate your taste buds, G Vegas. With our Dank Burrito app, your favorite burritos are just a tap away. Order for delivery or pickup. Enjoy mouth-watering flavors from the comfort of your own home. Download the Dank Burrito app today and unlock exclusive deals and get a free queso on your next visit. Join the flavor revolution at Dank Burrito, where every bite is a flavor bomb.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailers Show.
Looking for the perfect place to unwind in downtown Greenville? Welcome to Emporium, where every pour is an adventure. With over 50 beers on tap, you'll find everything from local craft brews to international favorites. Whether you're a hophead or a stout enthusiast, Emporium has something for everyone. But that's not all. Dive into our new delicious food menu featuring mouthwatering flatbreads, crispy wings, and hearty sandwiches. So gather your friends and discover your new favorite brew at Emporium, located at 814 Dickinson Avenue. Use code PR20 at checkout for 20% off the shareable food menu.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or AA.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
The Honda CRF Red Hot Sales Event is going on now. That's right, Honda is celebrating its 2024 450 Supercross and Super Motocross Championships with deals as hot as the tracks they dominated. Get up to $1,000 in bonus bucks, a free Matrix swag kit, and low APR financing on 2024 and prior CRF competition models. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, for a red hot deal on race-winning Honda CRF today. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Pirate Radio. Remember to always be yourself, unless you can be a pirate.
It's a pirate's life for me, savvy.
Always be a pirate. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed day for the stock market. The Dow was down 120 points at 43,268. The NASDAQ, however, was up 195 points at 18,987, and the S&P rose 23 points and finished out the day at 5,916. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
Ain't that crazy? Is that even working?
That's crazy.
We're back. Bryce, 73.5 points, East Carolina.
I need to do my dang math.
North
here.
Texas. Pull up the calculator.
73 divided by 2. 36.5 points.
Okay, so what does that tell you? And then I need you to tell me what the score's going to be.
Well, I mean, ECU's going to win it. We already know that. We're on fire. 3-game losing streak. Why not make it a foursome?
7-4 would be a cool-looking record.
You dang right. I say, you know what? We're climbing. You know what I'm saying?
Like Miley Cyrus.
Because guess what? Yeah, we're bowl eligible. You dang right. Golly. It's like, yeah, we're bowl eligible.
We're going to come through like a wrecking ball.
Like a dang wrecking ball, and we're going to knock the 6th win out, add a 7th on there.
Yeah.
Because 7-4 right currently looks way better than the 6-4.
Yes.
Looks like
Correct.
6-5. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to win it. But the thing is, we got a lot of points to be scored. So I'm going ECU a heavy.
Now, it don't have to equal 73.
Yeah, let this be your score.
That's right. It don't have to.
Yeah. You don't
hurt your brain, dude.
That's what you told me. Okay.
Yeah, it's your score.
What's your score?
It's your world.
It's my score.
We're just living in it.
I'm going. It's going to be an ECU 40.
40.
And North 30 down.
42-37, which would get us to the over.
The over.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I got up my sleeve.
That sounds like a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
A shootout.
Because I like good old Texas shootout, boy.
Oh, be careful.
Oh, you asked me a question. Where's the Denton? Oh, you can't say shootout anymore.
Yeah.
Like the Red River shootout? It's not that anymore.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
I was like, is that serious?
No,
We played a tick.
Denton,
We're just pulling your leg. Oh, God, you can't say that anymore.
What can I say, John?
All right, there's Denton. Man, it's close to Texas Motor Speedway.
Oh, it's north of Dallas.
Okay, north of Dallas, Fort Worth, Irving area. Oh, yeah, because Brian Bailey said he wanted to go to Frisco to see the Star, the Cowboys facility.
Oh, is that where that is?
Yeah, because look how big Dallas
So why
is.
are they called? This is all. So is Fort Worth part of Dallas? It looks like it.
Sure.
You know, it's in that white.
We're gonna figure this out one day, but today is not that day.
Not today.
Bryce, enjoyed it, man.
Thank y'all for having me. I did too.
John, good work.
I love you.
Love you too. Brett, thank you, buddy. Is this it for you? All right, we'll see you again. All right.
See you, Brett.
Shirley, thank you. Christian. I don't know where he went.
He's. You don't know he's here and you don't know he left.
He's a man of mystery. We'll see you folks Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live for the crew. I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio Digital.
All right, this week on the Danny Beal Show, we had Jake and Zach Agnos, obviously future Hall of Fame Pirates, but great baseball players as well, and even better people. We had a lot of topics of conversation, obviously talking about Zach's future as a Rocky, Jake coming back from his injuries and his trials and tribulations. We talked about Nico Agnos, their father that passed away in the fall of 2021, which was a great conversation. But a lot more, a lot of stories you guys probably haven't heard, a lot of brother bickering, as you could probably imagine, but it was a great conversation, and hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in.